All right. Oh, we live. We back, y'all. The off season is over. We are back, starting things back up again, and we ain't gonna waste no time. We're gonna get right on into it. Welcome to episode 258 of Technical Foul, the sports podcast you never knew you needed.
And it's your boy, TIMKINZ. I know you missed me, a.k.a. Ass Ketchum, a.k.a. Mr. Give It To Me. What up, though? I know the names like, who the fuck?
Oh, they know who you are.
You know who I am, goddammit.
I am the Eric J.
Only known as
The Eric J.
And I'm Camille Pointer of the crew, the real life Tifa Lockhart, the girl next door, holding it down for all the women who love sports.
And it's your boy K Harris, the gentleman,
The gentleman.
the everyday gentleman,
24/7.
but better known as K Diddy.
Take that. Man, it's been a while, man.
It's been a long time.
No, we should have left because we needed the break.
Indeed.
Something that Tim said to all of our loyal. Oh, Dwayne up
Hey, congratulations, Ned Stark.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
Congrats, bro. Congrats. Cheers to you and the missus.
For sure.
Hey.
So before we get into everything, I want to first shout out the mayor. He provided us with the Bee's Knees beer. For us
Shout out to the mayor.
to drink named after. Well, the beer is not named after it, but we had a very memorable episode of Tech File called the Bee's Knees. So shout out to the mayor for copping these for us.
Quite delicious.
This won't be here by the end of the show.
This is I might be drunk, Camille, by the end of this after one beer. Sport fact of the week.
You just let the whole Wisconsin down.
I know.
But I'm gonna bring it back up because we missed the actual anniversary, but I'm gonna shout out anyway. July 20th, 2021.
Mm-hmm.
Your Milwaukee Bucks,
Mm-hmm.
1-6.
Bam, bam, bam.
I knew he was gonna be.
Like hat low, like why your eyes little?
Because I'm tired. Because I'm tired.
I'm old now. I'm tired, folks. All right. TGM, it's been a while. I have to remember how we do this. Thursdays on the Good News Network radio app. Make sure you check us out 7:30 p.m. Central Time, 5:30 p.m. Pacific Time. It'll be an exclusive TGN YouTube episode of Tech File doing what we do. So make sure that y'all tune in every Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Central Time on the Good News Radio app, or check it out on our YouTube. There's some good content over there. So I'm excited for some of our future episodes because it's required me to go back in the archives of what we've done. And man, it's some stuff we've done. I was like, I have no recollection of us doing that
So much.
whatsoever. Yeah. Like, I was like, I'm glad we gave up the top 5 after a while because I don't know how many more we could have.
I was like, I got to the point where I was like, okay.
250 episodes with top 5s.
It's okay.
That's a lot of top 5s.
5 years of.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. It's just, I hate.
But yeah, y'all, make sure y'all download that Good News Radio app. Subscribe to our YouTube if you have not already. If you're watching on our YouTube right now, go ahead and hit that like button. If that subscribe button is open for you to hit that too.
Hit the notification too, so you know when we're going live.
Oh,
exactly.
shit. I think we like one off of it.
Are we all close? Titonia World, welcome back. Thank you.
Welcome
back.
Welcome
back.
We are happy.
Yeah, we
to
are
be
at
back.
99 subscribers.
Oh,
Boy, we need one.
We need one.
We need one to hit our 100 goal.
Do it.
Man.
Look, I don't want to call you out your name, but
Do it.
I'm gonna call you out your name if one of you ragamuffins don't hit like just one of y'all. Just
Awesome.
only take one of y'all. Only take one of y'all.
We need more than one though. We
We need more than one.
We need
but
all of several.
100 is our first milestone. We need y'all to
Start
Let's
with
keep it
one.
going.
level up.
Start with one. Let that one be you. You hear my voice.
More.
Listen.
More.
Let that one be you. Be the change that is needed.
It took 5 minutes. 5 damn minutes. You already on that bullshit.
Hey. I'm here for it, goddammit.
I just want
Welcome
you to
back.
be happy with you and you be the one.
Boy, I'm hot. I feel like we can do department again. This
Them,
is it the alcohol? What
you
is
buzzing, cousin?
Buzzing, because you got title already, goddammit.
But no, y'all.
Bees is fucking you up.
This bees right now. Man, the knees in my stomach right now. I don't know what's going on. But the game that needs a name. I see Eric put in a bunch of suggestions for us. I had one.
I did it.
Oh yeah, Eric. It's all purple.
From a month ago. Hey.
So here are some options for the game that needs a name. We did Olympic sports, didn't we?
I believe so.
Probably.
I thought we
Yeah, I
did.
believe so.
Yeah.
Actors that have appeared in a Marvel film.
Ooh.
NBA players born outside of the United States.
Ooh.
Current NFL coaches.
Shit.
Cities with at least 3 major pro sport teams.
Ooh.
That's difficult.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Heisman winners.
Oh,
All-time black quarterbacks.
okay.
Okay.
And then my little suggestion was just Celtics players and
Why?
in tribute of Bill Russell.
Oh, okay.
That's why. I wanted to find the clip where Cam was talking about how you buzz Bill Russell, but I didn't have the chance to go back and
You
find
was
it.
wilding.
I mean, RIP, but
It's-
shit.
Laker fan.
Yeah, bro.
He
You
regrets nothing.
He's the only one that's not on the fucking list.
I mean, yeah, if anyone ain't gonna be,
He's literally the only one. Hey, burr, 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 burr.
What's we got another list? I'm 100%. Okay, I'm happy.
No, she's the 100.
Hey!
She gets the what's her name?
Give us some horns. Give us some horns.
We got our 100. Should send you a shirt or something.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate
Hey,
you. You did it. You
for
did
sure.
Thank you.
it expeditiously.
We appreciate that.
For sure.
Look,
we really
look at you being the one.
He's the one.
Be that change.
But if you're listening to this after that 100 mark was already met, know that you could be the 101. You can
Exactly. You know?
you can start us to the next milestone. So make sure y'all still hit that subscribe button and them like buttons and all that good stuff. So
Do it now.
which topic do y'all want to do for the game that needs a name?
I like all-time black quarterbacks, not gonna lie.
Okay.
It's fine with me.
It's a rough week for black quarterbacks, but yeah, let's go.
We ain't trying to be that. What you talking about?
Sweeney,
So in case you're unfamiliar, the game that needs a name is a
Damn.
rapid fire game where we go around and we try to name things that relate to that topic. So for black quarterbacks, we'll be naming black quarterbacks until we can't. Whoever is the last person standing wins. And we get about a couple seconds to think about it. It's rapid
5.
fire. 5. Why are you clapping?
Cause no, that was my knuckles.
Why you?
why are you clapping?
I was trying to think. Oh, there you go. Okay.
He trying to get his first quarterback. Okay. Who wants to start? I think Eric probably should since you had the suggestion.
It might be controversial. Should I say? Yeah, I'm gonna say
What you mean?
because he started at quarterback once, I believe.
You ain't gotta start. Well, he gotta be a quarterback. You can't just be like
Somebody that played.
So Antoine Randall don't count.
That's a what?
No, he was wrong.
See,
receiver.
you see
He was
what
wrong
I'm saying?
receiver.
Like,
Out of all the quarterbacks, bro,
I'm
that's
just
the
saying,
first one
like,
you
no,
came
but a
to.
different position player who played quarterback. Like,
But he ain't know.
he
I
ain't-
mean,
bro, he ain't no
like
QB.
that's like saying a wildcat quarterback is a quarterback. Hey,
Yeah, he ain't no QB. You
Go
gotta
ahead.
come up
Start
with
us
somebody
off, Eric. We can go in this order. So Eric, Tim, myself, and then Kim. We'll keep going around.
Okay.
else. Sounds good.
Kyler Murray,
Cam Newton.
Warren Moon,
Michael Vick.
Randall Cunningham,
Damn.
Dante
I had no
Culpepper,
head.
Donovan McNabb.
Aaron Brooks,
Patrick Mahomes,
I was thinking about Pat. I was like,
Cordell-
damn, is he?
Cordell Stewart.
I'm out.
Deshaun Watson.
Damn.
I had to whisper it.
Oh shit.
Bam, bam, bam.
Wow, I really won with Deshaun.
Damn.
I don't know where I was going.
Cordell does count. Randall
Where
Will
was I
doesn't.
going?
I know Cordell counts.
That's crazy. That was a very quick.
I'm sad. I'm
I can't
disappointed.
think of
I'm rusty.
I'm
I can't think of
disappointed.
his name. He played for the Washington football.
That's why you
team.
lost because you couldn't think of his
Jason
name.
Campbell.
Number 17, Bruce.
Bruce.
No, not Bruce. I don't know. Fuck. I don't fucking.
Jason Campbell was number 17. What?
I think so.
Oh, well, that's
Maybe
probably
JJ,
what I was thinking
yeah.
about. What the fuck I get Bruce for? I was gonna say Bruce somebody. I was gonna say Bruce Campbell. What else? God damn it.
You was close. You said the
Yeah,
first name.
I knew it was. Well, I think of random ass black niggas. Out of all the people I could have named, I had named him. All right.
All right. Now the Guarantee's name is. I can't believe I won that one. I really didn't have.
I'm also embarrassed for myself.
Yeah.
Ditto.
Yeah,
God
man.
dang it.
You on your second?
Hey.
Already?
Hey, go ahead,
Hey,
bro.
we don't want
We
to
living
judgments
life.
over here. It's just like, you know how you get your second drink, your second martini, you know?
I'll drink before.
Better pour
All right.
quick.
All right. Stone Cold.
Voila. Tell me what's that.
Okay. He was scoring for it.
No, I just tell me what is that, bro.
Dude's Q is. Let's get into the top discussion for the week. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have been gone, as mentioned, through the off season. It's been about 3 weeks since we've been here. I forgot we had music. Goes to show again. I was like, oh, what's that? So instead of us having a typical rundown like we normally do, I just have a question I wanted to pose to the fellas here. Been a lot that's changed in 3 weeks since we've been here, since episode 257. What are like the top 3 to 5 things that you have been waiting to discuss or get off your chest? That's going to be the format of this episode as our welcome back. Just what do you want to get off your chest based on what has happened? Anybody feel strongly about anything they want to get off their chest first, or should I start?
We can start. R.I.P. Bill Russell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Absolutely.
He passed away 88 years
Yeah.
old. NBA. Before I even get into all that, he's only the 5th former MVP of the NBA to pass away. Like, so that shows how many of our legends are still with us.
Interesting.
Which is part of why when Kobe passed, it felt so weird because it's like I'm not used to NBA legends not being here. Like the league is still relatively young,
Yeah.
and a lot of the legends are still here. So wow, I didn't realize it was 5th one. That's
But yeah, passed away 88. I mean, I don't have to read off his Wikipedia page. You know what Bill
Good
Russell has
Lord,
done
bro.
for
Yeah.
the NBA, for civil rights movement, for sports in general,
Everything.
like for humanity. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so just want to give him his flowers. Again, he's like the one Celtic that nobody can really hate,
Exactly.
although Ken tries.
no, all Ken said was that in a 1-on-1 game right now.
I would have buzzed Bill Russell ass.
The
No disrespect.
You wild.
you gonna end up like Jerry West and JJ Redick. what have you got?
You ever 12 points?
12
a game?
points a game?
So
I was like, damn, Jerry. God dang.
But also that we're not going there.
One of my favorite Bill Russell quotes, so I did write this down. He said, quote, racism cannot just be shaken out of the fabric of society because like dust from a rug, it dissipates into the air for a bit and then settles right back down to where it was, growing thicker with time. We need to dismantle broken systems and start over.
That's a bar.
Yeah, I saw. I was like, let me make sure I read that one on the show. That was, yeah. Shout out to Bill Russell. Rest in peace for sure.
absolutely.
It was one of those things when I heard the news too. Like I knew he was older, so it was like he lived a full life, but I was still like sad. Like,
Yeah, it's like damn, what would Bill Russell pass?
Right.
Yeah.
and I was talking to Tim because the news broke when we were actually playing 2K, and I was like, I don't know if people understand when like elders pass, it's like a gap. Like it's a gap that's created, and as we're continuing to get older, we have to continue to walk and step into these gaps that our elders are leaving behind for us, because it's going to come a point in time where we're the oldest people walking around this block. So we got to really start cultivating ourselves, making sure we're giving back, making sure we're looking out for the next generation, the one thereafter, and you know, just doing our part to keep things going, because the elders they're hard to replace, man. They are very hard to replace.
Yeah.
So.
Traditions. It's a lot. So don't slack. Pick up
Pick it
the
up.
work.
Pick it up. Pick it up.
The one thing I appreciate about Bill Russell is like he wasn't one of them old heads that like hated on the new ones. Like he always celebrated the game, it felt like, or he was like happy about like the people that came after him. Like, he always showed love. He wasn't one of them. Oh well,
He was in
you know,
support
they
of the
couldn't
players.
play in my day, or you know.
Yeah.
He was in support of the players when they was doing the protests. Like he really was like, hey, I done been through some things myself, winning championships in Boston, and they still pooping on my bed. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah,
Stuff like that, like winning championships.
Right. And that's why don't let them MLK, and I don't mean that as a dig to MLK, but don't let these people try to act like they weren't, like they've always been on the right side of history. Like we love Bill Russell. He's, the perfect gentleman, blah, blah, blah.
We've always loved him.
Right.
No,
they didn't.
no. Even when at the height, the pinnacle of y'all sport.
It sound good now.
Yeah.
But no, he was not beloved in his time, although he should have been.
Right.
Exactly.
So again, like just give him his flowers, give him his love. Like first black coach.
Yep.
Yeah.
Player coach the last 3 years.
One of the first part of the first black starting fives. What was it in
college? I believe
yeah.
it was college teams. Yeah, that man's a winner. He was a winner too. He won at every level.
Yeah.
He was undefeated in closeout games. So
How many years did he play?
well, he got 11 rings.
Let's see, we got from 56
to 69.
68. Well,
And he won
69
13 in that
68,
time,
69.
right?
Yeah.
56.
So was that 13 years?
That's crazy.
You got 11 in 13?
Yeah.
Crazy, bro.
That's some crazy shit.
That's nuts,
11?
bro.
You gonna play, if somebody told you today, hey, listen, you're
That's
gonna play in the
nuts.
NBA
You going
or whatever sport,
almost every
13
year.
years.
13 years. You're like, okay, that's not bad. That's a decent amount. You're gonna win the championship 11 out of those 13.
That's nuts.
Where do I sign up? Where the fuck? What do I sign? Am I gonna be? You gonna be the MVP of at least 5 or 6 of them?
That's nuts.
He does have 5 MVPs.
Like what?
One of my favorite Bill Russell moments, it's not even like his moment. It was Magic Johnson. It was at the NBA 50.
Mhm.
They had all the legends there. And Magic was talking, it was Bill Russell was talking to Larry Bird. And then Magic came over there and he said, oh, you know how Magic come. Yeah, these two dudes right here, this and this and that. Hey, look at all the rings in the NBA right here. And when he said that, I said, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, throw Jordan in there. You got them all.
You got them all.
Yeah. So
That's some wild stuff.
shout out to Bill Russell, 11-time NBA champion, 5-time MVP, 12-time All-Star.
Okay, and this is always like one of my favorite things to come back to. 1962 most valuable player race. Oscar Robertson averaged a triple-double. Wilt Chamberlain averaged 50 points and 25 rebounds a game.
God damn.
And Bill Russell was MVP.
Jesus Christ.
It's a Jerry West
50 and
quote.
25?
It's a Jerry West quote when they was asking him Wilt or Bill, and he said, "I don't want to make nobody mad, but Wilt is a better player. He's a better athlete, better rebounder, better scorer. But I want Bill on my team." Bill elevates everyone else around him. He's a winner. That's who I want. I want Bill. No offense to Wilt, he's the better athlete, better player, but Bill.
These numbers are stupid as fuck. Hold on, sorry. I named the top 3 in MVP. 4th was Elgin Baylor. He just averaged 38 points, 18 rebounds. Jerry West was 5th, 30.7, 8 rebounds basically, 5 assists. Bob Pettit, 31 points, 18.7 rebounds.
Bro, 30 and 18 in
Richie Guerin, 29.6 rebounds, 7 assists. Bob Cousy, 15 points and 8 assists.
That's some wild shit to include him in there.
I mean,
his numbers don't belong. No, they don't belong.
Also, fuck Bob Cousy, but still, them numbers are stupid. But that just goes to show you the greatest of Bill Russell, because he overshadowed those 2 career seasons from 2 all-time great.
That's some wild stuff.
Yeah, that was a nice way.
But no, they said he passed peacefully, so
yeah,
that's all you can ask for.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And I feel like Bill knew he was loved too. Before his passing, that's what I always go to. I think of Duch's song "Flowers." Give people flowers while they can smell them, while they hear.
Most definitely.
Having the Bill Russell MVP in the finals and all that stuff, and having him present that trophy for years and years and years, and just also, last thing on Bill Russell, I'm going to miss hearing his laugh. He has one of the best laughs.
Him and Ken, top 2.
I swear.
Hey.
Dude's round up the top 3, fam. That's
Hey, man.
some laughs out there, I tell you. Yeah, rest in peace to Bill Russell. Off my chest, what do I feel real strongly about? I'm excited as a Wisconsin sports fan right now in this moment.
About what?
I think the Packers defense is going to be championship level.
Boy, everybody talking about our defense.
I expect mass improvements on special teams.
It's a 90-second compilation of Bill Russell laughing.
See?
That's funny.
It sounds like they laughing at
And slapping knees. Slapping
Right.
knees.
You know, in black folk, when we laugh, we hit everybody.
I swear. Fall all on the ground. Everything.
Running out the room. But no, yeah, Packers defense championship. I expect special teams to be better.
Mhm.
And
Can't get worse.
that's a fact. And I'm cautiously optimistic about our offense. Matt LaFleur, the coach of the Packers, he said that he sat into the special teams meetings. He said, I've learned more about special teams in these few months than I have my whole career listening to good old Rich Shade.
That's probably most of these damn coaches, to be fair. Some may have specialized in special teams or have some stint in special teams. But most of these damn coaches, kind of like some of the bosses, like, yeah, I did every job but that one, and I don't really give a shit about that one.
I mean, I'm saying that shade at all of his previous special teams coordinators.
Yep.
Damn.
You caught it.
Said that shit out loud too.
And
They ain't there no more.
while Serge Ibaka is fine, I mean, fine.
You know.
I was a little disappointed that we re-signed Serge Ibaka because
You don't want him back?
this might sound silly, so I'm throwing this out here for y'all. Mark is back in the
Hey, what up, Mark?
Yes, he's talking about Dobbs. Is it Dobbs or is it Dubs? Because at first I heard his name was Dubs, but now I'm hearing
It's Dobbs.
Dobbs. Okay, now I'm hearing Dobbs a lot. Okay. But yeah, I think the Packers are going to be super good. But as for Serge, this might sound weird, but I wanted to see more Mamu minutes throughout the season. That's why I wanted
Glad you're
him to
good.
be our fourth, if anything.
Back from around.
Oh, we have you back, Mark. I know that role can take you out.
Yeah.
Glad you're safe, brother. Glad you're safe. But
Um,
yeah, I'm excited to see what Mamu can do. I mean, he's going to be primarily G League now, but him and Marjan, I haven't been excited about a Bucks rookie.
when the last time I had one?
Yeah.
Like
No,
this
we've
is-
had some second round picks.
no, but I haven't been like I've never been this excited for a Bucks rookie as I am for Marjan. And then I heard Ben Baker talk with Marcus Johnson. You know, Marcus Johnson got his YouTube
Yeah, I
chopping
heard-
it up.
I heard that one. I was listening to that earlier.
I have the clip. I'm gonna play this clip real quick because when I heard this, then it went through the roof. I about a minute 30. So this has been Baker talking about Marjan and Mamu. Oh, I don't have no sound. What's wrong with the sound? Is the
Back in the basket guy like you were out on the perimeter, like he likes to be out on the perimeter. Just quickly, Sandro, in terms of what you've done for him.
Well, I think he was the most skillful big man this summer in this league. And so I just talked to him about, we work in the gym, obviously doing vitamins, and we've had some private workouts, but just the confidence, a couple times he gets a little rushed and sped up. And so the things I help him with is just calming down in the post, taking his time, because he's a very, very skilled big man. So that's what I help him with.
Yeah, he said to me explicitly that his confidence right now is as high as ever been. Put that out. Then finally, the new guy, Marjan. I mean, a new guy coming in, young guy like this coming into a situation like this. First game I saw, there were some rough spots. It looked, a little sped up, a little nervous. But as Summer League has progressed, he's really settled into his little comfort zone too.
Yeah, he's so talented and coachable. He's going to be a terrific player in this league. He's coming to the perfect team. He's got great length. He's ahead of the curve defensively, offensively. He can shoot the ball. And I was saying this last night. Him around Chris Middleton is going to do wonders for his game in the next year or two, because he's got that talent, he's got that ability, but he's coachable, and he's got that quiet spirit like Chris is. So he couldn't have come to a better situation.
And I just
So that was assistant coach Ben Baker discussing two guys I'm really excited to see. Like, as a Wisconsin sport fan, I am excited. I'm excited to see the Packers get back on the field. Feel good about them. Super excited for the Bucks to return. I really miss Bucks I miss basketball so much. But football starting will definitely help.
Oh my God, that's my sport.
Yeah, I was like, football starting will definitely
That's
help.
what I'm excited for.
I can't wait to see the Packers and the Bucks return back. I have high hopes for Mamu and for Marjan, and then as for the Packers, I think we're going to be a really good team again. I'm not sure if we're going to get 13 wins again, but
Shit, I think we might.
we're going to be a playoff team.
all they do is get 13 wins.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm just
That's
saying,
not
like
a
that's
bad thing, you saying?
that's all they. I'm saying, like, they just crank out 13 win
Okay,
seasons.
thought you was
Like,
speaking bad on our name, bro.
first of all,
Yeah,
like
he
they
perfect
haven't done
too.
anything besides win 13 games.
That's what
So,
I
like,
thought you
don't
was
get
trying
too
to say.
high.
That's what I thought you was
But
trying to say in the first place.
All I'm
It's the truth.
saying is that you can just pencil them in to 13 wins. It feels like at this point.
Man, I'm excited for the defense. So I had a moment because I'm like, all right, football has always been my number one favorite sport to watch.
Right.
My favorite sport to play has always been baseball.
Right.
Basketball has always kind of just been between.
Right.
Watch and play.
Mhm.
Didn't mind, never cared. I didn't play football as much, but then the older I got, I started playing football and shit like that. Football, just the I know NBA has their defensive plays and their intricacies and shit like that, but I really do love the way that you have to play chess for football, for everything. Like from the special teams to the defense to the offense, is like you and your 11 versus them and their 11 at any given point, whether it's on offense, defense, special teams. Like I love that aspect of it for one. Two, I'm a really big defensive guy, whether that's football, baseball, basketball, soccer, whatever the case may be. Defense has always been high on my list of shit. Football, though, the way that motherfuckers, like, I feel like that's one of the few sports where it's like, all right, basketball, yeah, you're a two-way. You play defense, shit like that. But defense and football, you are specialized to do this. This is what you're here for. I need you to run sideline to sideline and smack the fuck out somebody. I need you to pick that shit off. I don't give a shit if you catch the ball and not don't let them catch it. I don't give a shit if you make the whole ass tackle and whatever the case may be. Stop they ass, don't let them score. Defense has always been a big thing for me, no matter what the sport. But I feel football is special. So I am excited, like truly excited that football is coming back because the NFL is like none other. I haven't caught the little CFM.
I watched a little bit of it. I watched a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I watched
Because they had some names. They had the forgot. Terrell Owens showed up a little bit, shit like that. So I done watched a couple, but
Like he was playing?
yeah, caught a touchdown.
I ain't never seen T.O. play.
He played in what league?
It was the
flag one?
Yeah,
okay.
no, the fan base. What is it? What's it called?
Okay.
Because that was running for a minute.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
There's a fan league where the fans pick the plays and shit.
Yeah,
Oh, I did hear about that.
I seen that.
I didn't know that actually, like,
Yeah, no, it had a season.
I didn't know they actually had to see. I remember hearing them talking about it. but I
Yeah,
didn't know they
it was
actually
kind of interesting, but there's nothing, and I know how a lot of people feel probably about the NFL right now with the Sean Case and shit like that, but there is nothing like the NFL and pro football.
did. No,
to me.
football.
It's
football
wild.
is- yeah.
Like professionals from top to bottom, because you got to go 3 years of college. So most of the people that's coming in the league, they already grown men anyways.
Yeah.
And then you have to have the knowledge to be able to pick up these playbooks, shit like that. Like I'm excited. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to spoil your time.
I don't know what we did to get a love letter to football, but hey,
That's just
I am like seriously, it is my favorite sport to watch and just kind of just be invested in. Like that shit. The Packers has always been right there. Like, bro, fucking sports.
It's the bee's knees, man.
Hey, the bee's knees. Shake it.
Yeah.
The bee's knees got me thinking it's 2019 out here.
What?
No man.
Yeah.
just raw dog in the air.
No, you right, Mark.
Hey, but it ain't wrong, baby. You know how I like it.
Hey, PG-14.
No,
Oh, you
I
talking
like
about
it,
TV-14 now?
Hey.
Motherfucker.
Take it off.
We ain't on that.
Hey, bro.
But
Almost died. Okay.
Mark, you are correct. Rashawn Gary is about to have an absolutely amazing season. He has help now across the front line. You have the Devontae Wyatts. You have the Kenny Clark got some damn help. Shit, that's who needed the help. Then TJ Slayton starting to come into his own is what it sounds like. And then you have Preston Smith on the outside.
Apparently, Smith and Gary ain't gonna leave. Like they have.
They said unblockable, damn near.
Here's the funny.
Does that say more about the pass rush or about the offensive line?
Here's the thing that's funny. Aaron Rodgers, they coming into camp. He was like, offense probably ain't gonna win as much as defense. But the first day, offense showed out. And he was like, we got 1-0 chumps. And since then, from everything I've read,
Since they put the pads on, they said defense been showing
defense
their
has been
ass.
smacked. Today was the first day of pads. And honestly, I kind of want to go to Green Bay for a training camp. Like, it's been like, that's how thirsty I am right now for football.
Give it to me.
I want to go to Green Bay for training camp. You want to go to training camp?
I do want to go to
We can go to training camp.
Did you go to the soccer game?
I did not.
It's disappointing.
Yeah, bro. Life.
I understand.
Yeah.
You did not miss the hater trade.
Oh no,
No,
So-
you did not.
No, I
No,
don't know if
sir.
I don't know if that's on anybody's heart to talk about.
I mean, we talking about Wisconsin sports. Might as well do it now.
Yeah, go ahead. I have no strong feelings about that whatsoever.
I would want to say you should call somebody, Mark, just to give us your insight on how you feel about the trade.
Who number he got?
He ain't got nobody number. But that's what I say. I would say, but you ain't got nobody number. So on the Josh Hader
Dog, it's
trade,
funny.
what I will say is,
fam.
hey, these bees, hey, I'm buzzing, cousin. What you fucking
This
mean?
man was like, "Calm me down."
But no. So what I will say is with Hader, we had a good run.
We did.
Hader is going to demand some money, but Hader, as much as sports is a what have you done for me leagues, it is what have you done for me lately too.
Mhm.
Hader just got smacked
In
recently,
all July.
bro. Like his ERA is in the 4s now. Not for your closer, not for your closer. No. And I understand there may be a couple games, but no, you giving up home runs in the 9th against the Giants, bro. Like
Yeah.
we gonna play stiffer competition. Hader's been in those situations before, and it's been money. Like I get it, we got to plan for now and for the future. He's a free agent next year. We probably would have not.
They wouldn't have
They
paid
didn't
him.
want to. They didn't want to pay him, and they didn't want to. Closers get money.
Yeah, they weren't gonna pay him what
And
he
I'm-
was looking for.
And I mean, like, it makes sense to sell high. Like, at least from my NBA
High-ish.
experience, like a year and a half out from free agency, like that's when you want to, like, they're not a rental, but like you I hate to talk about athletes this way, but like you've used him up enough to where like
He's
he's gotten
28.
value for
Yeah.
like his previous contract, and now you're cashing in your chips.
Mhm.
They've turned him into what, like 4 arms basically that they can
Yeah.
use down the stretch.
Mhm.
Apparently they picked up this kid who stole a bunch of bases in the minors.
They just added him to AAA today.
So it sounds like it makes sense. Like they have Devin Williams. They picked up a
Devin
closer
would be nice.
from the Padres. They picked up
Mhm.
another arm today from
Mhm.
the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
I was
So,
looking at myself. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Like,
Trevor Rosenthal is who you talking about.
yes.
You see the light? It's been a while. We ain't been here in a while, fam. You see how long my hair done got since we've been gone?
That's why we need Tim to go ahead and jump. You know,
I thought about it. I ain't gonna hold
jump
you.
on
Did you-
board.
I'm
I'm
man.
not taking
Really?
this hat off because it looks like shit on here.
Man.
But I thought
Jump
about it. But I was like,
on
then I
board,
gotta go
man.
through the ugly phase on some Jimmy Butler.
It's all right. Hey,
I can get my Jimmy Butler
hey,
on.
we can jump
Do y'all
to
be
him next.
mad?
Goddamn,
Put,
it. I
put, a
got.
pin in, put a pin in that one.
Yeah, I was
Talk
like,
about Jimmy Butler real quick.
we can go
That's
ahead.
what I
I
meant.
feel some type of way about this nigga.
Wait, so that was last. Like, so if I showed up, hey, I'm lock my shit up, right? A month in, I show up like with the Jimmy Butler shits. Would y'all be mad?
Yes.
Why?
I wouldn't.
Well, mad is the
It's
wrong
your
word.
head.
Mad is the wrong word.
Yeah, I wouldn't be.
If they
at
look
you,
like
I
Jimmy
wouldn't be mad.
Butler, like
Jimmy Butler has some quality extensions put in his head. I have to give him credit for that.
He paid. He paid.
He
for it.
paid some money. They
He
look
paid
real,
some.
real. But go ahead, get that off your chest.
I don't know. I just don't like the cheating the system now. Like now, I want a beer. I can go to my barber and be like, bro, let me get a lace beard, bro. or I'm going bald. I can get the whole hairline done, bro. It's
You
like
can.
I don't know.
What if you got it? Why don't you?
Hey, like I look at it's the same thing with like body augmentation. It's like if you don't like the way that you look and you have the ability to fix the way that you look to look the way that you want to look, more power to you.
Can't say I ain't
Oh,
going.
Okay. Like,
So if I want, I heard Duke talking about getting abs. So, hey, I was intrigued.
I thought
I was intrigued. I was like, yo,
Get him installed.
money looking
if-
right there.
if
Might
they-
go get some abs.
if they make
my
you
nigga.
feel better about yourself,
Hey, bro.
I say go for it.
Turn you into a Lego.
I will be in here, nigga, with no shirt off every Tuesday, my nigga.
I thought you said get some ass. I was like,
No.
Oh no,
I mean, you can purchase that too.
I mean, if you want a BBL, that's your decision.
Depending on where you go.
I was just a little shocked to hear.
No. No. If you want to be a Lego,
Hey, bro.
get the
But no,
get the
wait,
connected
was it
body.
What's my real?
Mark's comment. He says that homage for Brittany Griner.
What was?
Jimmy Butler, I'm assuming.
I don't know.
Oh,
Was it? Did he
Hell
say
no,
that?
Fuck that. I ain't giving that nigga that shit, bro. Don't give him that shit. Fuck that. He ain't just wait. Oh, I'm doing this for BG. Fuck that nigga, bro. Hell no, we ain't giving him that, bro. He
But
ain't,
what if
we
it
ain't
was?
giving her that.
Can they
You're
go
not
on
giving
for
him
the
that,
fake-
bro. I ain't, no, bro. Not Jimmy, bro.
For the fake locks. No,
No,
I get why people who have locks would be like irritated that someone would get extensions because it's a process to.
But he was going through the process,
My man
bro.
had the whole bun and
Yeah,
everything.
He would have
dog.
been if he would have by All-Star break next year. He would have been straight, bro. If he would have just trusted the process,
If he showed up like that,
he would have been.
His
all
hair
right,
wouldn't have
bro.
been that long.
It would have been that long, but he been alright, bro.
how many years is that? About 5?
That's
What?
longer than 5.
I
No,
mean, this
how
is-
how the length it is now
Mhm.
that he just got,
Mhm.
yeah,
This was 2018.
How long you been working yours? Right.
That's 4.
Shit, before 8, mine.
Because when we got
16?
married, you had like the when
Y'all
me and
been
Norman
married
got
for how
You
long?
did have a
7
little.
years. He had the
I
little,
remember
This 7
seeing you
years,
now.
bro. This nigga, bro.
I was the whole time like, yeah, you seen Kid at the movie? What?
Yeah, I had like
Kid
2.
at the
Yeah,
wedding.
I had the
they were
mini.
like
I had
maybe
baby
this
dreads.
long.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
had
you
baby
did have
dreads.
you had the little.
It was like 7 years. Hey, it was a struggle, man. That's what pissed me off because I had to go through that shit.
But
You
you didn't
should
have
too.
to. You chose to. That's your choice.
I guess so.
I'm about to say, because you definitely would have got the
Yes,
Jimmy
sir.
joints.
Hey man, feel how you feel. I get it. I get it. To me, I'm like I'm here for women having wigs and all that type of stuff. I'm not
Hey,
gonna get
y'all
mad
be
at
wearing
them.
hats all the time.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not mad at
Y'all
them.
be
I'm not
cool.
mad at
Y'all
them.
been beaming the shit out your hairlines for the
Right.
last.
But I'm gonna get these jokes off because
Hell yeah! Like
they were
you
fun.
have the right to do whatever you want, and I got the right to talk about you. If I
That
want
was
to.
fun. I have to tell Sam, no hats in the house.
Long hair don't care. No, I know.
We ain't gonna
Hey, I want no parts of that,
No,
my
dead
nigga.
ass. I tell her that.
All right, dog.
You can ask her. It's a joke.
No parts of that.
These is
I
jokes.
I
Hey,
ain't going down that line. I ain't going down that
Again,
road.
she got the right to do whatever she wants. You got the right to make your jokes, and she got the right to react to your jokes. Tread lightly. That's all I'm saying.
I hear you.
I'm getting the grays now too. Yeah,
Now you get a little.
I got like 4
little
fold hair, bro.
Damn, I had one just long gray hair.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't locked into nothing. It was just
Yeah,
It's coming in.
yeah. I'm like, oh, jeez.
embrace it, fam. My mom started
Yeah,
her
I'm
life
embrace
journey
mine.
too since we've been.
Hey,
since we've been here.
that's
I don't
dope.
know nothing
This
about
might be TMI, but like we here, like this is what we do. Like I'm gonna feel real old, like when it's gray, like other places in my head.
Ah,
Like that's gonna be the point where I'm like, oh fuck, I'm
Niggas,
washed.
oh.
Like that's washed. Like when
Washed.
other hairs are turning gray.
Hey man, I got called Unc at the gas station.
I
I
was
was
gonna
like,
say, I'm pretty sure you got called OG before.
yeah,
didn't
bro. Niggas will call me OG. Niggas will call me Unc. I'm like, God damn, bro. I'm getting up, bro. All here like that.
I remember.
Yeah, I had to throw it there.
you? These dudes you alone, bro. He ain't got shit
I
to do
know,
with it.
bro. I had to, bro. He
Dude said,
the
"I've been
elder.
OG.
He the elder
I've
of the
been
room, man.
Not you calling him Bill Russell.
Damn.
Elder Duke.
So this bee's knees.
All right, Hey,
I fuck with the bee's knees, dog.
kicking Tim ass over there, boy.
Yeah, I ain't kicking my ass. It's just
He said it's nice.
it's a nice companion.
I asked the mayor where he got the bee's knees from. He said I got it in Madison. It was a local brewery. In
Bro, why ain't
Madison.
nobody trying to drive all the way out to Madison?
You can probably order it online.
It's a website on the back of the can.
Can the alcohol travel?
Yes,
Why not?
it
It's
actually
in
can.
Wisconsin still.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
ain't like it's going to.
Anything else?
I'm gonna
people-
see if the bee's knees can travel.
anything else people are excited about. I got my Wisconsin sports fan excitement off. Eric,
I
talk
feel
about
like I was
those.
in the middle of saying something about the Brewers, but I did probably want to.
So, speaking of the Brewers,
Mhm.
just to kind of close that.
Close that loop.
Yeah. So, like you said, we grabbed Trevor Rosenthal earlier as well. The pitcher that we got back with has the second most closed games outside of Josh Hader.
Mhm.
So it ain't like but this is probably Devin Williams' job more than like.
That's
Yeah.
what I thought.
Like that.
Also-
But I seen that immediately.
The Padres are loading the fuck.
Boy,
They ain't playing no game.
they grabbed Juan Soto.
Did they actually get him?
Yeah,
Oh,
and
hold
Josh
on.
Bell.
I got the list of the people that they picked up in the last 24 hours.
Good
If I can
Lord,
find it,
bro.
Give me a ring. That's what they
Good
said.
Lord, bro.
You buy championships.
And they still won't catch the
Dodgers.
which is crazy.
There's gonna be some hell of a games though.
Are the Yankees still doing well?
Yes.
Mets.
The
Yes.
Yankees are ridiculous right now. Like the Yankees.
I was like, I know New York
I hate
baseball
it,
was
but-
turning up.
The
Yeah,
Yankees
bro.
is fucking balling.
Okay, it wasn't that long of a list, but in the last 30 hours or so, the Padres that picked up Josh Hader, Juan Soto, Josh Bell, and Brandon Drury.
Oh, in reference to the bee's knees, Dwayne said they just can't fly.
Here you go.
He would know. No offense, brother.
I understand.
He
Understand.
knows.
Understand. You know,
I mean,
we
you
here
know
now.
all them federal.
We here now. Hey, we here now.
But anyway, yeah. So shout out to the Padres. Shout out to the Brewers.
Fact.
I see people are mad, like they're calling Adonacio cheap. And it's like, is this really like a step back?
Why? Because we get Joey Gallo. We wasn't
No,
gonna
no.
get Juan Soto.
No. Like
Because
they're
they're not
calling him
gonna
cheap
pay
because they
Hader.
don't want to pay Hader.
Yeah, I'm cool with it. Honestly, like, yes, Hader's 28. Yes, but closers I feel like closers are like kind of like the pitchers are quarterbacks.
Mhm.
If for that kind of reference, pitchers are kind of like the quarterbacks in the NFL. But I feel like closers are that wide receiver.
Mhm. It's different now.
They usually have the ego, the moxie, the song, like they gotta have all of that shit because you gotta be able to come in for your one inning and shut shit down.
Yeah, and baseball is different now. It's played differently.
K-Rod reminded me about that.
With closers like now, like back in the day when we had
like Trevor Hoffman.
Yeah, Trevor Hoffman, like Eric Gagne,
K-Rod.
K-Rod, like all of those guys. But now it's more elite closers in the game than it was back in the day.
Okay.
Like back in the day, you can name a handful of closers that could get the job done.
That's true.
Now it's young closers now that can do just as well as.
And I was gonna say, and it seems like there are teams that have like 7, 8, 9 guys. Like they have a bunch of dudes
that are
like,
capable.
basically come in and lock down a half inning.
Or a trio of cats. Like, all right, tonight ain't your night, bro. You gonna lead off tonight. You gonna go ahead and transition that, and you gonna close it out tonight.
I don't remember if it was last year. It was one year that the Brewers made a run, and it was like if you get to the 7th inning, like basically it's like out because it's like you just get to the 7th with a lead.
That's all we need.
They not giving up any more runs.
It was.
Oh, DeGrom is back through 102. That's
Woo! Syndergaard got traded somewhere. Phillies maybe.
Phillies, yes. So it was a lot. Today was a trade deadline and shit like that. So it was a lot of movement. But the Juan Soto trade was the one everybody was looking for.
And where did he go? He went to the Padres.
Padres. That's why the Brewers didn't get their top prospects because they was already like, hey, no, bro.
They was going
that
to
way.
Juan Soto.
They going that way, bro. Don't even ask about them. No, you can't get nothing.
I saw the Brewers have like not someone who they just traded for, but like someone who's already in their farm system has like skyrocketed up like the list of like prospects.
I forgot what his name
Mark
is.
No.
Mark, I feel like it's is it Chaseen?
I can't remember. I have,
but our top prospect like
the Brewers, like the farm system is doing its job.
And I was watching an MLB draft. Well, my grandparents were watching MLB draft when I happened to be there. Like 4 of the top 5 picks were like black kids.
Yeah, which is dope as shit.
Who were you gonna say?
Have y'all, speaking of baseball, have you ever been watching The Captain? With
fuck
no.
What is The Captain?
I was going to watch it.
Wait, what is?
Derek Jeter.
It's actually really good.
What's it come on?
For me, ESPN. For me, not the F with the Yankees, but everybody everyone respects and loves Derek Jeter. But like, it's dope, bro. It's actually enjoyable. It's very enjoyable.
I've like zero
feelings towards
right. Like,
well, they explained why he was always a lemon to the media too.
I mean, that's fine. It's just like I don't see how Derek Jeter is like the Michael Jordan treatment. Like,
because Derek Jeter was baseball's damn near.
He was not.
He was Derek Jeter's fame.
He was the captain, bro.
Dude, but Derek Jeter's love
Derek
and
Jeter
baseball
ain't the Michael Jordan of baseball.
Damn, who would be the Michael Jordan of baseball then?
He happened to be the most popular player on the biggest team, but he is not.
Hell, fuck Babe Ruth.
No, Derek Jeter.
Babe Ruth definitely gonna go fuck him.
Even though Babe Ruth ain't white.
Also, Babe Ruth. They say Babe Ruth fuck with black people in his time.
I don't know, bro. I need proof for him.
Hey, fam, you can find it.
Like,
you can find.
They
Babe
thought
Ruth,
he was black because he was fucking with black people.
Babe Ruth was either black or Puerto Rican. He was something.
I thought he was. I could see him being Hispanic.
He was something.
You know, somebody might hit me later, but I feel like he was the Michael Jordan of baseball.
Who?
Derek Jeter.
I don't. If we had to say a Michael Jordan of baseball, the first person I would have thought of would
probably
be
Derek Jeter. Yeah,
Derek Jeter is closer to like, and I feel like this ain't even a great comp, but like he was closer to
Mark New.
Jackson Churio.
There you go.
It was still
Churio.
Like, yeah, he's nice.
Cheerio.
I would say Jeter was closer to like a Steph Curry of baseball in that like he was beloved, like he was synonymous with one team. He won championships.
He's bigger
but like think about
he was bigger than Griffey.
Think about when A-Rod came to the Yankees. Like A-Rod was their best player. Like
he was A-Rod though.
That's my point. He's not Michael Jordan of baseball.
That was the argument though. Was A-Rod better than Jeter at the time?
It wasn't an argument. Like A-Rod was to Jeter as KD was to Steph, where he's the better player, more talented, but like it was never his team because like Jeter, they're the same age. Jeter came in, like Jeter was there, he was established, it was his team already, and like they brought in A-Rod.
I don't know.
If they're,
I'm gonna have to ask Cousin Bud on that one.
Yeah, like phone a friend, Cousin Bud.
Actually, you know what I mean?
Or Jeter's like more like Brady, where it's like he might be a GOAT, but it's because he won a bunch of championships, not because he was like
revolutionized.
Let me see,
head and shoulders like the most dominant player of his era.
Do you want the Oxford?
Yeah.
He's solid. He's great.
I'll give it that. I ain't capable for him.
I mean, you got it. Y'all called him Michael Jordan of baseball. I will not stand.
He might be busy.
What? See,
I
okay.
just imagine if I got cold call like on the podcast. Like,
Hey, cuz you on the podcast, real quick question.
You on the mic with Mike?
you gotta ask this specific way. Who would you call the Michael Jordan of baseball? Like,
Okay.
don't leave him to
I ask him like that. I will ask him.
I don't think he answered.
He not going.
Please leave your message for
Right.
Hey, hang up.
This nigga for the.
Hold on, I'm gonna leave a message.
Well, take it off the podcast.
So listen, good afternoon, cousin. Was buzzing and shit. You know, we ain't here buzzing in the pod. You try to give you a cold call and shit to figure out something. But
Wow.
we had a quick question for you. So we're trying to figure out who the Michael Jordan of baseball was. And if you could let me know, I will pass it on to the crew and let them know. Just be that one.
Call us back, cousin Bud.
Let us know. Appreciate you.
So I sent out a tweet from our page as well asking who was the Michael Jordan of baseball. And I just happened to see somebody in their car. It's a Twitter page called Black People and Pets.
What?
And
Okay.
this is what I just saw when I was just trying to.
Oh, yeah, because the dog be actually nod to the music.
That's
It's a
Shit.
guy in his car nodding his head. They both got bandanas on, everything.
Because
but-
a lot of people feel like that he was holding the dog head and nodding it for him. So the dog, they was like, "Hey, show him with the dog without you behind him and shit."
that's the quote. We're gonna make sure we come back to that.
Yeah,
Who
for
is
sure.
who is the Michael Jordan of baseball?
All right.
Anything else before we get off their chest? What's been on the brain?
So you know what's been fun
Is that
to
me?
kind of see is the revolution, well, not even a revelation or the revolution or the evolution or whatever the case may be, but just the WWE in general.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
so
Fuck Vince McMahon.
Who retired?
Vince McMahon is retired,
Quote unquote.
Great.
right, quote unquote, but I thought of it
Happy
immediately
trails,
as the Wizard of Oz or the Wiz,
Oh yeah, it's for to get good.
which is dead.
Yeah. I'm excited. As soon as our visit is out, I'm back.
Bro, so
Triple H. in
Triple
there now.
H took over, I believe, last week Wednesday. So his very first show
Raw was cracking.
was gonna be SmackDown of last week,
Raw was cracking.
and then he immediately had a pay-per-view to put on.
SummerSlam, the biggest one of the summer.
So SummerSlam card before going into it looked like shit.
Trash.
We ain't even gonna hold you. It looked like trash.
Yeah, it definitely looked trash.
But what they managed to do with that pay-per-view made it actually pretty enjoyable. They one focused on the wrestling. Two, they focused on
Yeah.
going again. I will reiterate this. Going into this, the card for SummerSlam was not exciting. The
Mid.
shit was hella mid.
Very mid.
Nobody really was excited for SummerSlam. We done seen Brock Lesnar
I was
and
like,
Roman
shit, we
Reigns a
seen
million
all.
times over.
Yeah, exactly.
Shit
we
like
seen
that.
I saw it.
We seen Becky versus
Yeah.
Bianca a couple times and shit like that. But it was just a matter of, okay, what can he do?
Yeah.
He immediately comes in. For one, brings back somebody who's not even under contract for WWE. Got fired
Mhm.
in Dakota Kai.
Yeah, come on.
Brought her back to a stable. We ain't seen Bailey in a year and a half.
Brought her back.
Brought Bailey back at the same time. And then turned around and brought Io Sky, who was Io Shirai, back.
Her,
Because
dude, her theme music.
I love it. It's
Oh.
always been a favorite. It's always been one of my
Her
favorites.
theme music. Oh,
Glad they brought it back because Vince was changing motherfuckers' music as they was coming up.
her theme
Outside of the
music.
names, he was changing music too.
Mhm.
Triple H being here has a bunch of cats who were flourishing very well in NXT, established a fan base and shit like that they could have carried over to the main roster.
Mhm.
Triple H is there now. Some cats is probably gonna get that treatment. AKA Tommaso Ciampa.
Mhm.
He's just
glad.
Ciampa now,
Yeah.
but he was an NXT guy for a while. Didn't want to come up, didn't want to travel, didn't
He was
want to be on the road, shit like that. But if you tell me that you're gonna push me and make me a main guy, cool. He just won #1 contendership for the
Yeah,
United
for
States
that.
title last night. He'll probably be the United States champion. I'm
Yeah.
not even gonna hold you because of the fact that they're gonna push new stars.
Mm.
He's Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. That was supposed to be the last story for SummerSlam.
Mhm. Who
That's supposed
next?
to be into that.
Who next?
We'll find out.
Hopefully, it didn't Goldberg.
No, I
Yeah, they
hope it
better
ain't.
not
I think
do
he got
that
like
shit.
2 more matches on
I'm
his
sorry.
contract left.
Whenever I
though.
hear who's next, that's what I think of.
I think he got 2 more matches left. Maybe they'll be like, you know what?
Oh.
Don't even worry about it. We got you. We'll pay you out. We'll see.
That's just so weak.
But the change is slowly. There's been reported today that he's bringing back Sasha and Naomi.
Mhm. That's all that.
With
And,
Vince,
and it's in part because Vince is not there any longer. And Vince was in case people aren't aware, Vince McMahon, I know you know the name. Vince McMahon is the guy who was in charge of creative, which means that he dictated what the storylines were going to be, who was fighting who, when they were fighting. And there have been reports that have come out since he, quote unquote, retired, aka was forced out because they doing some investigations into Vince's dealings. But apparently there's been a couple things that made me just be like, what? One, apparently there were so many rematches because Vince would forget that he already saw that match.
I saw that report.
which we
like,
hated.
wow.
We hated. We bro, this is like the 30th time they wrestling.
Yeah.
And then two, apparently he was always shortening people's names because he was forgetting names.
Wow. Okay.
So with Vince now being retired, the
Yes.
reason a lot of wrestling fans are excited is because
Very
they feel
excited.
as if creative is going to have a new voice now with him out the building. Triple H is stepping into that role a little bit more, and people love what he did with NXT, which is
Absolutely.
which was WWE's like minor league. That's what it is again now, but like it's a developmental brand for WWE.
Like I understand the optimism, and I'm optimistic as well. Like Vince, for all the great things that he did for the wrestling business, like
Lots
he
of
was
it.
clearly like he clearly lost his fastball. Like
Yeah.
things have been steadily declining for last decade and a half. However, the people's excitement, like I feel like it's setting you up for disappointment because like everything good that came out of WWE the last 10 years, Vince ain't had nothing to do with it. Everything bad, that's Vince's fault. That's Vince's fault. Like now the boogeyman is gone. Like now y'all scapegoat is gone, and it's like y'all gonna realize like Vince wasn't necessary. Like he wasn't
Perfect.
exactly like he wasn't perfect, but he also wasn't like the damn devil. Like he, as far as like creative
Wise, yes.
is concerned, like he did have some good ideas. Like there are things that he contributed to over the last 10 years that probably like you wound up enjoying. Like anything that wound up on TV had to go through Vince. Like it ain't just like Vince was just sitting there like, no, I just want to put out a shitty product. Like you know what I mean? Like so it's like Triple H ain't gonna come in and necessarily be the savior. So if you prop him up to be that, like it's only gonna lead to disappointment. Because like there's still gonna be duds. There's still gonna be shit that you don't like on the show.
But I feel like just like me as a wrestling fan that's just like got back and like had like my passion for wrestling has like returned and grown. I feel like just because of like how disappointing like the product has been, like it only could be up from here. So that's why I think a lot of people are just I'm like it can't get no worse than what it was, so it only could get better. Like I'm not going into it expecting Triple H to just be the savior and come in and just like, oh, it's like so amazing, but I do expect him to make the product a lot better than it has been, and it can't get worse. So I don't feel like if there's
right.
I don't feel like it get worse from where it has been, because again, what we were seeing the same. Everybody got tired of seeing the same shit all the time,
why I
bro.
started watching.
Yeah, it was like, bro, why are you giving me the main event of a pay-per-view on Raw? These niggas either fighting or they tag teaming against like. I want to see that shit.
True.
Like,
I will
come on,
say
dude.
that what I did notice right away is that he actually paying attention to storyline. So some of the storyline, true, but Vince will trash something the next day. From Raw to SmackDown, shit gone. Like, what the fuck happened? But it's more so along the lines of, all right, we know everybody tired of Brock and Roman, so we'll build this as the last one. We'll,
quote unquote. We've been there before.
Right. I think that
Cena
what he's
and The
truly
Rock.
doing is, and I put this in our wrestling group, that is that the women's division is strong. Always has been. And then when Stephanie and Triple H kind of started coming in power, they really pushed the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
So the first thing I do is I bring back 3 I know really good women wrestlers.
Sasha.
Throw them immediately into the main event scene with Becky Lynch and Sasha. I know Charlotte's gonna be coming back from her honeymoon sometime soon. So now I have Becky, Bayley, Sasha, because I've got them back now. Sasha, the women's division is there to carry, like they were probably like a year and a half ago, where the women's division was literally carrying the product.
Becky's hurt.
Yes, she had a separated shoulder, but
SummerSlam.
it won't be forever.
Yeah.
My whole thing about it is I think what they could do, or maybe what they might be doing, because I don't know, the women's division is very strong. And you have the women's division to be able to main event pay-per-views. You can use the women's division to carry this show until you build a new male star. Which is why you push the Ciampas or you push the
sucks that Cody got hurt.
I know, but he'll be back.
I know he'll
More
be
than
back.
likely WrestleMania.
This will be his time to shine.
I mean, you had old
He
boy
was gonna
from
shine with
What-
Vince there or not. So
yeah.
Ford from the Street Profits. He just had a match against Seth, and
He
I looked
going-
at it when
see, they gonna break up the Street
They are.
Profits.
Yeah, they are.
the Street Profits were like, "Hey, there ain't no breaking up around here." Anyway,
So they
I-
say, we know what's
I
about
hear
to
you.
happen.
I
We
hear
watch
you.
wrestling our whole lives now.
True.
Exactly.
but at the same time,
I want
I looked
smoke.
at the Ford match
It's gonna be
last
another
night.
barbershop.
I looked at Ford's match last night against Seth Rollins.
Ford gonna kick Dawson through that glass.
He got a lot better, bro.
He did.
Ford's a lot better.
But I'm thinking of it as like not necessarily Jeff Hardy versus Undertaker,
Jack, dude.
yeah,
true.
Uh-huh.
but it's more so like, okay, somebody who's on the tag team who could potentially be a single star against one of our legitimately top superstars.
It's like you fantasy booking. Like
right.
I get what I get what you're saying though. Like because like they changed like the head of no pun intended. They changed the head of the table. Like now it opens it up to like things being different. Like whether it's better or worse, like it's just gonna be different. There's a breath of fresh air. They're gonna try new things. Like one thing I appreciate about Triple H is like he cares about the presentation. Like you can tell like Vince was just like, I don't care about the music, I don't care about the name, I don't care. Like Triple H throughout NXT, like that was like so many
The
people got
whole
over
package.
because like they had a great
Everything.
entrance and a great theme song and like
Uh-huh.
everything just looked good. Like whether they could wrestle once the bell hit, who knows? But like you gonna look good. Like he gonna try everything that he can to try to get you over, like put you in the best position to succeed. Whereas Vince was kind of like, I want to see if I take all this shit away, like who's really got something. You know what I mean? Like it was a different way of looking at things.
And then too, I feel like Vince always had like his predetermined favorites, and it was a certain body type and type of wrestler he always liked. So there were other guys who might be good that he wouldn't push because they weren't his type of guy.
Ricochet.
I mean, Ricochet. we don't know.
Ricochet cold.
Ricochet can't talk.
He can't.
No,
He can't.
I haven't,
What about Ali?
I haven't even heard him talk since.
there's a reason.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
Yeah, no.
not an accident.
Speaking of wrestling, though, since we're on the subject, did y'all watch Ric Flair's
I did.
next
I tuned
Second-
in.
I ain't pay for that shit.
I
second,
tuned
third, fourth retirement
They
match?
wanted
I did.
$35 to watch Rick.
Hey man.
Was it only that match?
No, it was,
No,
it
whole
was
card.
plenty of matches. Yeah.
It was a whole Karrion Cross was in that card.
Yeah.
That does
Hard
not
pass.
make
It was
I mean,
speaking of people that couldn't wrestle, but like they got a great presentation.
That's what I thought of immediately.
But anyway, Ric Flair.
Ric Flair. So you actually paid for it?
Yeah, I actually watched
I
it.
feel like people that pay for that, like y'all the same type that would like watch a snuff film because like you definitely ran the risk of.
Snuff film. Ain't that about it?
I'm saying you ran the risk of watching a man die live on TV. If you
I
paying
know
for
he
that,
wasn't gonna die.
did he know he wasn't gonna die?
Shit,
This is the same man. that
5
said,
minutes
like,
in the match, nigga bleed everywhere.
bro,
He cut,
bro,
man.
this is the same
I was
man
just
that
like, what
said
the
like
fuck is this,
I went to
bro?
a bunch of doctors and they wouldn't clear me until I found one that would, and I'm going with what he said
He had to do it.
because he broke.
Hey, bro, he felt like he had to do it. I don't consider this his last. This is his final quote unquote match.
His final.
But the him and Shawn Michaels was his final match
That's
because
what-
that was actually a match,
Yeah.
bro. Like this was just
Like
him
Rick
just
gonna
flopping around. Just
Rick
it
gonna
was-
keep wrestling as long as people pay to watch Rick wrestle.
Yeah,
So
Yeah, he
you
knew-
contributing to this man.
he made a spectacle. He made a spectacle of it.
They had
Is he wrestling in a t-shirt.
No,
no. He had.
he
came
you
out
know
with
he
Roll.
came up with the Nature Boy.
I
He
saw
was Nature Boy for real.
I saw he had the big gold.
He had
belt,
the big gold. That belt was cold.
the best belt
Yeah, he
of
came
them
up with
all.
the gold. I was like, look at him. No, he
I need to play a clip
does not have
from.
it anymore.
No,
He does not.
it was
He nearly died like 5 different times in the last 5
Bro,
years.
he needs,
Strokes
like,
and-
I hope he never attempts to do this again.
they were doing all like the promos and stuff for the match, and one promo package they had where he ends up a bloody mess,
Mhm.
of course,
Yeah.
because that's what Ric Flair does. That's
Yeah, he had to. I was like,
That's what I do.
5 minutes in, bro.
the end of the promo had me cracking up because it's like the last match, and then the match itself, if you didn't see it, it was a tag team match. It was him and his son-in-law, Charlotte's husband, Andrade,
Andrade.
against Jay Lethal,
Jay Lethal.
and Jeff Jarrett.
Uh-huh.
Which, what a random, whatever. So
Very random.
in the promo, to me, it sounded like they must have had Rick do a bunch of different takes and they
Mhm.
cut pieces together. Because at the end, he was like, and that's my son-in-law. And I was like, that it does not fit. I have to play it because I was just like, what? That does not fit nothing.
This is about as real yes. And Lethal and Jerry will be ready. This is fucking family. This is real. And he's a bad mother. And he's my son-in-law.
He's my son. Hey, I forgot.
Hey, he's my son.
Hey, I forgot. He's my son.
Like, wait. Cut the mic over back on.
Yeah, he's my son.
And he's my son.
Hey, but shout out to Jay Lethal and them for trying to, for making Flair look, making everything look good.
For enabling that man.
Hey, bro.
Hey, Jeff Jarrett still look like he's in pretty good shape too.
Jeff Jarrett, I ain't gonna lie. Jeff Jarrett was great.
Jeff Jarrett's strut was still right. I
Yeah.
saw Ric Flair's strut and I was like,
The stroke, bro. I was like, oh, my nigga got the stroke. I forgot about that. Man.
No. Space Mountain.
Oh,
Rick.
Like I know we've seen it a million times, but I enjoy Brock Roman.
Yeah, bro.
Like if
the
this
tractor?
really was, speaking of like, is this the last match? If this really was the last match, like
should
they went out on top.
Yeah.
That was
You
by
can
far
tell-
their best match.
you can tell Brock really had fun with it. Like I love the new Brock Lesnar. I don't know. I said it before. Like I love this fun Brock Lesnar.
He's
like,
bought in.
Yeah, like of course he's Brock Lesnar, but like him, like seeing him laugh, seeing him have fun, and all of that is super dope. Coming out with the cowboy hat, just being a country boy.
Is it like this might sound weird, but like he's scarier when he smiles than when he's like
I think so.
got the mean face on. Like I'm like
I
I,
think-
don't trust him.
Like, you know
smiling.
he a
Like,
monster.
right? Like,
Exactly.
I anticipate
his
you being
smile
ass.
is more menacing. Like I don't know why.
Like you enjoying this? Like I really did like Brock. Like you can tell mercenary Brock between mercenary Brock and Brock that's actually bought in.
Yeah.
I felt like you could, and I think it started when he had the Drew McIntyre match. So he had a rivalry with Drew McIntyre, and then at one point,
That was
He
during
was just-
COVID, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's when he was telling Drew, like, hit me with the belt, pick the fucking belt up and hit me. Like he was really enjoying. Like at the time, I was like, man, it looked like Brock really buying into this.
Uh-huh.
And then from that point, Country Brock starts showing up, and I'm like,
Laughing, smiling.
right. And
I
I'm
was
like,
like,
but
yeah,
it
Mr.
also
Brock
looked
I
like
like.
he was having fun.
Yeah.
Randy Orton
While
kind of
whooping
had the
ass.
same thing. Like for a while, you could see that Randy Orton, it looked like he was just kind of going through the motions and shit like that. And then after a while, fucking with Riddle and shit, you can kind of see
Yeah.
like the energy, the
They
liveliness,
revived
like
the tag division basically.
for a second.
Mhm.
For a second.
Yeah.
They got to revive it again.
Yeah.
But you can see when these wrestlers, at least of that nature, have actually bought into what's going on and like, you know what? Let's just have fun with it.
Mhm.
Fucking. So if that is Brock Raw, because he is Vince McMahon's boy.
Yeah.
If that is his last one, like Eric said,
Yeah.
they did go out with a bang. It was an enjoyable
Yeah, it
match. Using
definitely
the
was
tractor to
enjoyable.
flip the ring, bro.
Yeah, bro. I love it.
I said,
How
don't.
would you feel if you were like on that side of the ring and like you just got stared at the underside of a ring and a tractor?
Mad as a
But you
bitch.
can't see the rest of the match.
Yeah.
Damn.
Match going on.
Look at the Titantron, bro.
But you paying for ringside seats just to watch it on TV.
Pissed.
I
And
said
you don't,
don't-
and you don't even have commentary. Like it's just random camera cuts.
Only thing that could have been better to end that match is if they actually buried him with the ring. Like, just finish flipping the
You
whole
just
motherfucking
flip the
ring
whole
over.
You just want to kill that man.
Flip
Like,
the whole ring and shit. And walk off.
wait, y'all see Dwight Howard cutting promos?
Yeah, I see this.
He wanted to be the best.
Do you want to see Dwight Howard in WWE?
I've seen worse, man. We seen
Hey man, Logan Paul can go.
yo. I've really enjoyed that match.
And it's funny because it's like that's basically what they've been doing in boxing is just like having work fights.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
Like he actually fits perfectly in
Yeah.
professional wrestling.
It is dope to see like these celebrities like Logan Paul, and then Pat McAfee is super dope, and then Bad Bunny,
Mm-hmm.
like all like literally like taking this. You could tell that they took it serious too. Yeah, Logan Paul
Logan Paul looks
that
real
dude,
good
bro.
wrestling. Like,
Logan Paul is dope.
no, he looked like
He won
meant
me
to be a
over, and I was
wrestler.
so fucking pissed because I was like, I hate this dude. But watching, I was like, this motherfucker got me.
Like,
Goddamn
he's
it!
nice.
I was like, he fucking got me at the end of the match.
That's the funny thing because like he came out, he was getting booed, and by the end of the match, like people
Cheers.
cheered
Cheering
when
the
he
hell
got the
out
1,
of
2,
him.
3.
Yeah.
That
was
frog
like,
splash
God
was
damn it.
beautiful. It was a thing
It
of beauty.
was,
It was
bro.
a thing of beauty.
Again,
bro.
like that's what I love about pro wrestling. Like if you just like turn your brain off, like you can really enjoy that shit.
Yeah,
yeah.
it was definitely
When done
enjoyable.
right, obviously.
Speaking of wrestling too, have you guys been watching Rivals?
Hell
on
no.
AEW. It's been pretty dope.
Oh,
I've been wanting to see
I have
it.
not.
I just watched the Kane and Undertaker one. That was dope.
That looked like that was gonna be good. That's the one I want to see.
Yeah, that's a
AEW,
really good
I'm
one.
talking about A&E. Okay.
A&E, I say A. My bad. A&E.
I was really. I'm like, why are you talking about Undertaker? Okay, now I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently AEW is kind of going through a bit of
Everybody hurt.
Hello.
Everybody.
Everyone's hurt, bro.
I mean, because
the entire
Who's
card
everybody?
hurt.
CM Punk and
CM Punk,
Daniel Bryan.
Kenny gone. Daniel Bryan just came back, but he hurt again. Daniel Bryan came back and got hurt again.
if somebody tried to stop him from wrestling.
Hey, we ain't talking about that. That's that man. Let him live. Let him live his life.
Yeah, so,
Hey, WWE cleared him too, so
yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
wrestling.
And he was wrestling.
So
Yeah, AEW struggling right now. Kenny Omega need to come back.
you gonna save the ship.
Hey, I would want him
The
back
cleaner?
perfect for me. Oh, if he bring back no, that was my favorite gimmick, bro. The cleaner.
Before we move on to whatever else has been exciting us over the last couple of weeks, we have gotten some responses about who is the Michael Jordan of baseball. We got
And-
Derek Jeter.
Uh-huh.
Great question. Still thinking about my answer. That was from at Jason Knuth. I believe that's how you pronounce it.
Okay.
Let's
One
see.
Vegeta.
At Queso11 said, "Got to be a Yankee. Without the ships, you can't be the Mike of anything." I'll go with the low hanging fruit and say it's DJ. So another one for Jeter.
Oh, two for Vegeta. Low hanging fruit.
At
That's
HD
what-
Design said Ken Griffey Jr. And then at Cosmic Gnarly said the boring answer is Babe Ruth, although Babe was definitely not a boring guy. The real answer is Barry Bonds, but the whole PED thing really messes with it.
See, and that's the
And
I would say-
there isn't like a one-to-one comp.
I'm
Because,
not
like,
mad at Barry.
there's so much that goes into like Michael Jordan being Michael
Yeah,
Jordan.
I'm
It
not
is
mad at
that he won 6 championships. It is
Mhm.
that he was like the most dominant dude of his era. It is that he grew the game
Mhm.
to like international heights. It is that he influenced the culture. So like honestly, like all these questions, all these answers are correct because
Yeah.
there are so many different parts of Michael Jordan,
Mhm.
And that's
which
part of
really
the-
means that there is no Michael Jordan of baseball.
Baseball. There you go.
That man
I'm
was
cool with
different.
that.
which again just shows what
Barry Bonds was one of my favorites. So I'm
shows
definitely-
what Michael Jordan is. Like that.
How many MVPs did Barry have? 10?
He had that many?
I don't know.
Or,
if he
or maybe
can.
maybe I'm
It was
thinking
a bunch.
5.
I know he had a lot though, but 10 shit. If he did, I'd tell you, goddamn. I know watching him hit home runs was a thing of beauty.
7 MVPs.
Oh,
Not
damn,
that far off.
I was like, damn,
Not that
kid.
far off.
Shit.
Barry was just back to back.
And
Cuz
that's the
it's
thing,
like
that's
pure
why
hitter, bro.
it's bullshit that he's not in the Hall because he had a Hall of Fame career before he even got to the Giants.
Facts.
Yeah, he did.
So, like, you can say, like, yes, he did the PEDs, but first of all, like, they weren't checking for it at that point.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody say shit tomorrow.
12 Silver
Well,
Slugger
eventually they
awards.
Yes, bro.
He never tasted
Leading the league in home runs, Golden Gloves,
8 of those.
People forget that he was actually
8
cold.
Golden
He was
Gloves.
actually a
playing
really good
center field.
overall player, bro. People just remember Barry Bonds for hitting. Barry Bonds was cold, bro.
Cold.
At everything. Like, he was just a cold overall player.
straight, like, a real life 5-tool player.
Just unfreaking believable. 7 MVPs.
Take away all the PED stuff, bro. Like,
And he still goated.
exactly. Like,
That was a good question though.
Yeah.
That one's gonna have some legs on it, I think. Something I wanted to get off my chest and just say to the people: NBA 2K23 pre-orders are being taken. There is one. We know the cost of video games is out of control.
But me and Deuce was just talking.
They're outrageous. It's like $70 for a game.
It is
One game.
the standard version.
Yes.
Nothing special.
Nothing.
oh, the
Just
standard 70?
The way it is.
70.
So 150 for
So for 150, you get the package. Of course, you get all the VC,
Yeah,
you get
all
all the
that.
extra stuff.
Wow.
You also get a year of NBA League Pass,
And that's the selling.
and that
Because I'm like, shit, I'm a
Oh, you get a year?
I'm
a year of NBA League Pass
league
is
pass
included.
anyway.
And that league pass what? Damn near 70 bucks.
200.
Oh, it's 200?
Yes.
I'll pay that.
I didn't realize you had a whole ass bill.
Yes, I think about that. I was like, I'll pay for that shit every year.
Big ass bill.
So you pay less and you
You
get
get
the
the
game
game.
for free.
Because they get you because you only pay it once and then I'll just,
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yep.
Them niggas,
But you get the
boy.
game.
What the fuck?
That's a
Oh,
perfect
yeah.
partnership. I got like I don't know who in 2K was like we need to
Yeah,
link
that's
up.
smart.
That's a perfect
Oh, well,
partnership.
shit, you already sold me there. I know I was paying 200 anyway.
Does that extend to the PS4 version?
That's a
I
good
don't
question.
know. That is a good question.
Because I'm not buying PS5.
I'll find that information out and get back to you on that. But I wanted to bring that up for all the homies. For sure, if you have a PS5 or Xbox,
Yeah.
what's new Xbox S?
Yes,
I don't know. I don't mess with that system. Whatever the current. I'm gonna start calling next gen current gen because now it's current gen.
It
Old
truly
gen
is.
is PS4 and Xbox 3. What was that?
60.
Boy, I tell you, I don't know.
Hey, 360 was the go.
No, 360 was old.
I
old,
love
wasn't it?
360.
360 was goaded.
That wasn't
Was
the.
it
No,
what?
we was at like a high school. when
Yeah, that wasn't the
360
Xbox
came
that was
right?
out for PS4.
Or then maybe it was the X series.
It was a Xbox
Series-
X one
Series
or Xbox One.
Series
wasn't it?
1.
Oh, one or something. I don't know.
X
Series X.
Yeah, something like
Is it
that.
series? Whatever.
Something like
The
that.
point is,
Series S, I think is this. What's the new one, right?
They all look the same, bro. I swear they do. Like I don't know. What
At least the
difference was.
PlayStation changing the damn numbers.
Yeah, exactly.
right? Xbox,
I mean, Xbox changing the letters.
Xbox be jumping on 360
Okay.
S series. Like keep.
So
I
there's
can't
a-
keep track.
Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S.
I thought the X was the most.
The X is probably the bigger one because there was 2 different versions. One
Oh
had
yeah,
a
that
lower
one big
price
as a
point.
bitch.
The X is the more
Yes.
powerful
They're
one.
both the same one.
This is you can play the same games on it, but there's different storage and different
Yeah.
capabilities with the two. But I just want to let the people know if you pre-order the $150 championship version of NBA 2K23,
Oh, you
at
might
least
as well
on
get
the PS5 and the new Xbox, you will get a year of NBA League Pass. And what a deal that is!
So we give everybody free plugs this week.
Hey,
And I'm just trying to get the homies on the
So
game,
so
fam. Like
these
that's a
chips.
plug. You like basketball? Oh yeah, that's a plug. It's a plug. And speaking of basketball, I do just want to also say, and this might be controversial, if I was Boston, I wouldn't trade for KD.
I forgot about
At
the whole
all,
thing.
or like it depend on the package. Like you just wouldn't do it if it involved Jaylen Brown.
I wouldn't do it if it involves Jaylen Brown.
Hmm.
And my reasoning behind that is, one, I can say I have a low risk tolerance if I was a GM. Kevin Durant, as we know, I love Kevin Durant. He's a generational talent,
Rental.
one of the greatest scorers of all time. No, his
4
contract
years.
4 years off
Oh, it's 4?
contract.
Yeah.
Oh, what shit?
So you'll have him for a while.
Yeah, my boy.
But my thing with it is, one, you get KD, he's going to be hurt for some portion of the season. It's going to happen. It's just what has been happening. It's the track record at this point.
Mhm.
He's going to miss 20, 25 games or so. You can't predict when that will be.
Mhm.
Also, you have a team that went to the NBA Finals. Now, one might be able to nitpick and say, hey, if the Bucks were healthy, y'all wouldn't have been there. Maybe not. Maybe so. Can't say, but they made it. And the moves they already made this offseason, I feel like made the team better. Like I already feel they are a championship level team. And they have depth to help them get through the regular season, which is part of the grind because making it through 82.
Yeah, I
It's
did
been
hear
knocking
it.
for a while.
That wasn't me. Could have been.
I don't know what it was.
Making it through an 82 game season is difficult. So you need some depth and whatnot. You need some bodies to help you get through it. And again, KD and Tatum would be a great tandem, but I feel like what you can get with Tatum
No,
and
you feel
Brown
about Tatum. That's what
and what you can get with Tatum and Brown and the rest of the depth that they have, especially if we got to trade Marcus Smart too. And I know how he felt Marcus Smart on this podcast, but you know what it is. Like I don't think that move
Mhm.
significantly improves Boston because Boston is already a championship level contender.
So then you
I
have.
hear you. Well, I guess like for me, it's like we don't have enough information. Jaylen Brown is 2 years out from free agency.
Yep.
Mhm.
So if you think that he's going to re-sign long term, because he has no incentive
That's a good
to
point.
sign an extension right now, so you're going to have to play it out until he's a free agent
Mhm.
to keep him. If you think that there's a chance that you could lose him for nothing, then I say pull the trigger.
That's a
Like,
fair point.
you got 80 under contract for 4 years. I'm sure he wants to play with Tatum, so you don't have to worry about him being flight risk or trying to force his way out.
He also
Uh-huh.
wanted to play in Brooklyn. You see how that went.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I would say say what you will about Jason Tatum, but he's more reliable than Kyrie Irving as
Oh,
a,
yeah,
as a
definitely,
co-star.
yeah.
So it's like I think part of the reason he wants out now is because like shit's all in flux and they not letting him do what he want to do. So like if you think that Jaylen Brown's gonna be a Celtic for the next 6 years, or he wants to be a Celtic for the next 6 years, like yes, you want to build with you. You already have the infrastructure in place. You already have the team culture in place. Like,
Right.
You don't have to throw in like a new agent of chaos, basically. Like
And that's what it would
bringing
be.
in KD.
Yeah.
But again, like if you aren't sure, like if there's a chance, like he has a wonder eye, like some teams might be opening up cap space to go grab him. Like I think it's a risk worth taking because like you go from finals contender, you go from top 2 team guaranteed in the East to title favorite. Like
Mhm.
that's the jump from present day Jaylen Brown to present day Kevin.
To be fair, though, they're already considered the favorites in the East.
on a tier with the Bucks. Like that puts them in a tier on their own. That puts them in a tier above all the teams in the West.
I mean, they betting odds can't get much better right now. I mean, if you
I mean, think about like where it's like okay, top 2 teams in the West during the KD Warriors era was Warriors and the Rockets, but it was like Rockets Warriors. Whereas like right now it's Celtics Bucks.
see, and I don't feel like adding KD changes where they are. Personally, I don't think it.
Why? Because KD doesn't make people around him better, or
Oh, I'm not saying all that now. Don't put them words in my
no? I'm
mouth.
asking. I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
No, it for me, it's more so again availability. And they already you already know that you have a team that is
Yeah, 'cause
going
you're
to-
there.
And I just have concerns. One about KD's. I don't want to say mental, but KD can.
He's moody.
Yes, he can be moody. We thought he wanted the whole Brooklyn thing falling apart, which again, that's partly your fault, KD. To have everything go bad because everything that you wanted happened, and now you dealing with the circumstances. You're like, I don't want to be there no more. That's kind of weak to me. But
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it if I was Boston, especially if you have to give up Marcus Smart in addition to Jaylen Brown.
Now that I kind of agree with you on. If it's Jaylen Brown, Derek White, and first
Draft
round
picks,
picks,
then maybe.
yeah, because again, I think that the gap between them is still that large, and it slots Tatum where I think Tatum needs to be, which is the number 2 option, playing off of KD.
Shoot, you keep letting Jaylen Brown hoop, he might end up being number 2 option.
And that again is something you got to take into consideration. Is if Jaylen Brown can learn how to dribble, I think that he is more. I was telling my brother this during the finals. It's if Jaylen Brown could dribble,
That's a
he
fact,
would
though.
be
That's
the
a
number
fact,
1
though.
dude on the. He has the mentality for it. He wants to be that.
Yep.
I feel like Jason Tatum is more suited to be a complimentary
I would agree with that.
star. So it's you bring in KD. KD slots in as your number 1. Tatum is the best number 2 in the league.
Yep.
And then you have you still have all that depth because you're only turning Jaylen Brown and Derek White into KD. You still have Brogdon. You still have Smart. You still have Horford. You still have Williams. You have
That's why I said
Pritchard.
they had a good
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have good Gallinari, who I don't know if he'll held up in
I
the
don't
playoffs,
think he
but
gonna be all that.
They'll have 4 to
That's
5
depth.
all defensive team.
but that's depth that you have for KD inevitably missing 25 games in the regular season. Keep him healthy for the playoffs. And then make a push because he stayed healthy. I mean, granted, he hasn't had long runs, but he stayed healthy and playing 40 some odd minutes a game in the playoffs.
And then one more part is just the age. You have a young core that can
How
go
old is KD?
34.
He'll be 34 by the stars.
Okay.
Jaylen Brown thinks he's 26.
So you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just, and then again, I know part of it is my risk tolerance, and it's a little bit lower in a situation where I'm I know this can work. So I did what I did this offseason to kind of put some tweaks around it to make it better. But I like what they did.
They made some moves, man.
Again, unless he learns how to dribble, I don't think Jaylen Brown will ever be as good as Kevin Durant is right now.
That's fair. That's real fair.
By the way, I gotta I guess to put a button on the Derek Jeter conversation. Cousin Bud hit me back. He said, I don't think one player encapsulates MJ, and I'm not choosing players I've never seen. Winning and competitiveness equals Jeter. Cultural impact will equal Griffey. And dominance and skill will equal Bonds. And he put in parentheses, if he stayed healthy.
So everybody said.
Listen,
Listen right now. I hear you, cousin Bud.
No, tell him that's basically what we can do.
Yeah. But I just wanted to get that out there.
Donovan Mitchell to the Knicks, y'all.
It happened?
No. I'm saying that's been the.
Oh, I was like, shit.
I was like,
When
what?
that happened?
I know y'all been tuned out, but no. It seemed like there was momentum going towards it, but same thing with KD. It's
It stalled.
the Rudy Gobert trade kind of fucked the market up to where
Everybody-
Rudy got 6 first-round picks.
We
Y'all
want
gotta give
6.
us at least 7, which nobody really has 7 first-round picks, and it's just the market is fucked up.
At
So
what point does it I don't know the terminology, but it's when the demand
Was it reset?
there needs to
And
be
that's-
another reason.
it's the wide receiver market.
That's what I was
what's his
just finna say
name?
that shit.
Christian Kirk.
Yes.
Basically,
He messed everything
That's
up.
what I was saying at the time. Bro, they really shifted the market.
Who was the guy the Lakers had signed?
Timothy Mozgov.
Mozgov.
Yep.
And it was why did y'all?
The poison pill contracts started coming out then.
No, that was because we got that big leap in
The salary cap.
and they gave. I forget
Everybody
how
had to get
y'all
paid.
threw
Was it
up
4 years, 64?
bad
Yep.
at Mozgov, and it just messed everything up. 'Cause everybody's like, well, he got.
So that's kind of, again, like you said, Christian Kirk, but that's the same way you felt about the Rudy Gobert joint. Is
Yeah, I feel it.
y'all came through and asked all of this right now for him. Oh no, we need that. We need more than for him. No, I need all of that.
So that's twice. Rudy Gobert really is the GOAT defender because that's twice now that he done shut down the league.
Hell no.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
The entire
No,
fucking
that's
league.
true.
That is.
It's true.
I still remember that. Man.
Touching all the mic.
My man.
The very
What,
next
hours
week.
later?
Whole league done. Whole league done.
That shit wild, bro.
Everybody like, bro, what the fuck?
Wild.
Whole league.
And like I'm joking because,
Yeah.
Of course,
Yeah,
not
of
not
course,
just
yeah.
but
Facetious.
like it was also like the DeJounte Murray deal. Like he got 3 unprotected first round picks. Like it's like
what they call it, the Drew Holiday.
yeah, and
Hey, we got a
but like
championship
we've
Man.
things have like steadily progressed to the point where it's like, what the fuck is the value of a first round pick at this point?
There's gonna be some diminishing returns at some point.
Mm-hmm.
There's got to be.
I mean, we had Rivers Vasquez for one first round.
Listen.
Wait, we had Royce O'Neal for a first round pick, so it's not like it ain't.
Listen. I do want to say around Donovan Mitchell. What is that knock?
I don't know, but it's been knocking for a while. I said that.
I know, but I
I
just heard it's like it sounds like something like getting.
no idea.
I'm not moving at all. Words of this thing moving.
But Donovan Mitchell landing spots. In addition to New York,
Oh, yeah, okay.
some other teams that have expressed interest to the Jazz when it comes to Mitchell are teams such as the Washington Wizards,
Uh-huh.
the Miami Heat. I hope he don't go to Miami. I don't think Donovan Mitchell's the number 1 dude, but like you put him in Miami with, I don't know who will be remaining from that trade, but like I don't want to see him in Miami. You got Toronto, you got Charlotte, you got Sacramento, and you got Atlanta.
Atlanta?
Atlanta.
Yeah,
What,
where that come
Unless they
from?
trade
They're gonna have
Bogey.
three small ass guards.
Yeah.
Bogdanovich.
You know what I'm saying? Like they got DeJounte, they got
and
I thought,
Trey,
already
I thought
got
DeJounte
Trey.
was like 6'4".
he's still not, he's not a small forward.
He's not.
and then you would bring in Donovan Mitchell,
Right,
who's
who's
6'1".
6'1". Trey, who's maybe 6'1".
You got Buck. Did y'all see that the double alley oop? Oh my god. Oh my god. I mean, if they doing shit like that.
That's in
And-
pro-am.
Hey,
Right.
listen,
That's what
if
it's
they doing
like,
shit
bro.
like that.
That's in pro-am.
To that point, shout out to DeJounte Murray because he brought up a good point. He was like, "Hey, more stars need to play in these pro-ams, so like these kids that can't
I thought
afford
you
to
bring
come
it
to
up.
our games, like they can come and watch us for free. Like this is what we should be doing it for."
Mhm.
Which I agree wholeheartedly. So
I actually had a little note about that. That was one of my notes about getting it off my chest. Pro-am.
Uh-huh.
We ain't
NBA
talking
play-
2K.
No, but NBA players slowly trickling back into the pro-am circuit. Wait, hold on. Let me read the note verbatim. That way I ain't fucking myself up.
While you find your note about the pro-ams, I do also just want to point out the fact that Liz came to age and the Sparks had a contract divorce while we've been gone as well. She just can't seem to get right. It's always something.
It's like no words.
Hey.
She's so talented.
She
bro.
burning bridges, bro.
Yeah.
if you wake up in the morning and you run into assholes and you get to work, you run into assholes and you go to the bar after your work, you run into assholes, like it might not be everybody else's asshole.
It
Like,
might be.
Yeah.
common denominator here is
Sometimes
Liz.
it's you.
Yeah.
Don't be the one.
I mean, after the
Unfortunately.
whole stuff that happened with the Australia team
Yeah.
and the Nigeria team, and I was like, what's really happening here?
Yeah.
and like she's been a problem at every stop.
Every
Like,
stop.
Yeah. Everywhere. Yeah.
the Wings, like she didn't want to play when they played in Tulsa, so she went back to Australia for a couple of years. Came
Aces.
back, didn't want to play for the Wings when they moved to Dallas. Then she went to the Aces and wanted to leave. Now she wanted to leave. Well, now she's left the Sparks.
Hey, the finals be wilding. They do. You know we just said it a couple times on here.
I know somebody who saw her in the airport, and they were like, I was shocked that like she is really 6'8". Like there's like no play pimping. Like she's for
Oh, yeah.
real
I-
6'8".
yeah.
Fine as fuck.
Just 6'8".
Indeed.
Just fine. Just tall and fine. But
While out on each. Oh,
Your
so my
point.
note.
He put his phone
Exactly.
My note said pro-am circuit becoming a thing for NBA players again.
down.
This nigga, dog.
Yeah. Yep.
This.
Yep. Yep.
It's the big.
There you go. That's
It's
the bee's knees.
It's the bee's knees.
See what I got caught the bee's knees.
And like I get why people were reticent to before anyway, because
Don't get hurt in the exhibition.
exactly
Mhm.
like teams probably don't want to play. Teams don't even want players really playing for their national teams.
No.
You see,
So-
the Bucks got a coach on the Greek team now. I said,
Hey, no. Follow him. Go with him. We told his ass, no dribbling past 11, goddammit. Take your ass to bed. Coach, what are you doing?
No dribbling.
No dribbling past the 11.
This-
That's such an art. What?
Random is
Coach, what are you doing?
Dribbling.
Does that should be sleep? What time is it over there?
He's still dribbling, coach.
Shit like that. Go follow his ass. Walk around with him.
Like I was really trying to remember Rise. I'm like, was that part of the movie?
It was. Indeed, it was not. I only have 2 more things left on my long list that I had. I'm not sure if anybody else had anything else on their list because I can close it out.
Something real quick. I had the U.S. World Championships. That shit was fire. Shout out to the women's 100-meter track relay team.
Wait, yeah, you got. I was like, what sport?
That's what I said. 100-meter track relay.
I didn't hear you say 100 meter. Okay.
Yeah, track relay team. They beat the Jamaican women, but boy, that was a hell of a fucking race. God dang it! Shout out to them. But damn, he broke Michael Johnson's world record for the 200-meter dash.
Oh, I did.
Oh
see
boy,
that.
had the gray hair. It looked like Gary.
Who's Gary?
From Pokemon.
No.
Oh, you talking
Yeah.
about his 2K character.
Because
Every 2K. Wait, while he's thinking, let me bring y'all in to his inside joke.
Who
I
the
got
fuck
you.
is Gary? Yeah, who the hell is this?
That's why he was looking at me. I get it now. Tim always makes a wing on 2K
Mhm.
that can shoot and defend, do a little bit of everything, but the character always has gray hair. And I forget how we started calling this character Gary.
you just randomly, you was like, he looks like a Gary.
That sounds like something I would say.
I was like,
and it
fine.
stuck. So everybody be like, are you bringing Gary out or are you bringing your center? So
Gary.
I don't.
Noah Lyles is who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Gary, come on, ball.
But no,
Gary-
congrats to Noah Lyles. He beat Michael Johnson's 200-meter dash record. But Gary be hooping.
I knew it was a biblical name. I don't remember.
It was a Gary in the Bible.
What's
No,
Was
no
it?
one.
Oh, I was
No.
gonna say.
Oh,
I know it was
I was sitting here like,
Gary.
Is it, we talking about the Pokédex? Is the Bible?
Pokey dick.
oh, you know,
I'm
let's
sorry.
close this. The
I'm
bee's
sorry.
knees.
Okay,
Okay,
his ass catching.
that is very.
Give it to me.
My last 2 points that I had, if no one else has anything else on their list. The NBA is investigating the 76ers for potential early contract and tampering because of the James Harden situation.
They did that shit.
All I'm gonna say again, I'm gonna just say it. The math don't be mathing because the Bucks were fine, the 2nd round pick,
We lost the whole last player.
and we didn't even get the guy. And then the NBA said for the Bulls and the is it the Heat? Yes. We're gonna find y'all a 2nd round pick, although y'all got the guy. But with the Bucks, they said we only find y'all a 2nd round pick. We took into consideration that y'all didn't get the guy. Make it make sense. So, regardless of such, whatever happened with 76ers, I hope they throw the book at y'all. I hope they throw it. I hope they take 1st round picks for the next 3 years.
Hey.
Because I know y'all did it.
Shout out to the Miami Dolphins too.
Ooh, yes.
Big tampering. They tampered
The
with them.
Dolphins?
Yes, the
Yes.
Saints
They lost the first
The
round.
Patriots and the 3rd round pick for next
Yeah.
year. Patriots.
And- oh, sorry.
What was it? The Patriots, Saints, and it was a 3rd team that they was fucking around with.
Well, they tampered with Brady. They tampered with Sean Payton. I
Mhm.
don't know who else. But like it validates like what Brian Flores said in his suit. Although like the NFL is like, oh, but they didn't purposely tank games.
No,
Like,
he said that. He said, I wasn't going.
no.
Right,
I'm saying like they basically like stamped that like he was telling the truth like in everything else except for tanking
Tanking.
games. So, like,
Yeah.
but like somebody put it to it where it's like everything that made the Dolphins look bad, they did that shit. Anything that makes the NFL as a whole look bad, oh no, that ain't happening.
And only the idiots are like, oh, well shit, he ain't said they said that they didn't see no tanking. He said I wasn't going. So I'm gonna just keep on playing. That's why we started 0-8 and ended 8-8.
And in case you were sitting there wondering, like, well, what did the 76ers do that could be tampering? If a future deal was already in place for James Harden when he opted out, you can't do that. That is against the collective bargaining agreement. You can't have a deal in place like, I'm gonna opt out and you're gonna get this much money thereafter. And although, again, we know they do this all the time in the NBA. They
It's
got
public.
caught. We got caught. Everybody else getting caught.
Right. You
And
telling.
also another thing about James Harden is that like he opted out and left $15 million on the table, which you know
That's his prerogative.
right? Like you can do that, but like
It's weird.
he signed a one and one, so like he plays this year and then he has a player option next offseason, so he can opt out of that deal and sign a max contract.
Ain't nobody
And
getting that.
because of like, I'm saying like he can have that deal in place right now and just like, oh, this is what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
And well, he can't because it's illegal, but like he could have done that.
Right.
And like because of like how the salary cap is structured, like this was the 1 year that Philly could sign PJ at a full mid-level exception and use the biannual exception and give Harden some money to not go over the hard cap. So like that would be like the circumvention that they're worried about, because like you can't just have somebody like opt out, leave some money on the table, and be like, "Yo, we got you on the back end." That's basically what Joe Smith got in trouble for.
Who was that in Minnesota? Was that
Joe Smith?
Yeah, Joe Smith. Yeah, Minnesota. I was like, he ain't even worth all that, y'all.
Yeah, that jumper though, that midi.
It wasn't worth them losing. What was it, like 4 or 5 draft picks?
Yeah,
Like,
the Afro Thunders Afro too.
the last thing I had on my list to discuss that just had me just like, what? Since we've been in the studio, what's contract clauses?
Oh yeah.
There were 2 in particular that just made me be like, intriguing. The first one came with Kyler Murray in the Cardinals. He got his contract extension after all the back and forth that we covered.
230.5.
With them calling him immature and him deleting all the stuff off his Instagram, and we came to find out that they had a clause in his contract that required him to do at least 4 hours of independent film study.
They get him at home.
Yes, they said in your contract you need to study 4 hours a week at the minimum, and that caused an uproar because everybody was like, "What?"
Never seen no shit like that before.
The last thing I saw like that was was it Andrew Wiggins when they was like, "Do you promise you gonna play better?"
Promise you'll play, please.
He was like, "Yeah, sign the
Of
contract."
course.
But eventually the Cardinals took that out of his contract because they said, quote, "After seeing the distraction it created, we removed the addendum from the contract. It was clearly perceived in ways that were never intended. Our confidence in Kyler Murray is as high as it's ever been, and nothing demonstrates our belief in his ability to lead this team more than the commitment reflected in this contract."
They acting like another set of eyes on finna see this shit.
Well, I mean, he signed it, so like
He agreed to it.
His agent agreed to it too.
Everybody
I know,
agreed.
but that's what I'm saying. Like he comes out afterwards and it's like, "Oh, it's disrespectful." It's like, dude, did you not?
Yeah,
Did you not read it? Did you not pay somebody to read it?
Your
Like,
agent didn't tell you that shit?
You signed a contract that had that clause in it, which is like you clearly felt like,
All right, that's fair.
right. That's what I'm saying. Like,
You know what? You're right. I can give you 4
I
hours.
can
I can give you-
That's not that
and
much.
more than likely, that's how he got the number up to 230 or whatever he signed to. Because like, if he take that out, he got to give something back.
And Kyler was not happy with all the
Extra,
rigmarole
yeah.
around that came. He had a whole 4-minute press conference
Like,
where he
bruh.
came out and was like, "You know what? I'm disrespected, but I'm also flattered that you would think someone of my size could come out here without doing any film study and play
Like,
the way I do."
And I agree with him to an extent because
I don't, because Michael Vick.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Who is that? Oh, that's Keith.
Oh, I'm like,
Hey, add Keith in here real quick. What up, Keith?
What up, y'all? What it
What's going on, bro?
do? Man, I have to tap in, man. I'm like, man, let me go see what the squad doing, man.
Man, we're talking about Kyler Murray contract.
Ooh wee, tell me about it.
Bro, you heard they had a study clause in there that they took out, right?
No, I did not know that.
yeah, 4 hours. Just go ahead and review the tape, put it on replay. Don't let the iPad just run, but actually watch it for 4 hours.
Okay, you don't have to do that.
Yeah, man. It was
Yeah, no, it was terrible.
it was terrible.
It was terrible. Cause ain't nobody never had no shit like that.
And then on top of that, another contract clause that caught my attention was Zion Williamson.
Oh, the weight one, bro.
He got a weight clause.
Boy,
What?
don't you come in here big as hell.
He cannot
Oh,
in his contract it says he cannot exceed the weight of 295 pounds. And if he does,
Well, that's big.
Boy, don't you come in here big as
That's
hell.
big as hell. That is big as
wait
hell.
a minute. Hold on. Is this the first time it's ever been done? A weight clause?
Yes.
no, it has not.
no.
For Zion?
There have been other weight clauses for other players.
Uh-huh.
We
Big
just never know about it.
Big Baby Davis had one.
I believe his name's Big Baby.
Okay.
I mean, come on now. He did come in the training camp oversized. We remember that shit.
And there was a former Laker who also had one. Who I don't know who this is. It's like Derek Carter or something like that. Derek
James Harden need
Oh,
one.
their character.
James Harden for sure need one. He come every year.
Bro, he be wearing a fat suit.
Out of shape,
You were
bro.
not fast.
He just be wearing a fat suit. One of the Missy Elliott joints, bro. Like that.
And Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry, you don't know how big he gonna be.
Shit, Pat Riley said that.
Pat Riley did say he needed to get in shape before he came.
290.
295.
295.
Zion's
is-
only what 6'6"?
Yeah, that's big
too
for
big.
basketball. That's big for basketball weight.
That's
bro.
too big, bro.
But
No.
that's his playing weight, I'm assuming.
That's
If
too
he
big.
agreed to 295 for 295.
His knees gonna be shot, bro.
His playing weight's like 280 something, like they list. They
That's
gave him a
nuts.
little buffer with the two.
Jesus.
That's nuts.
Yeah, that's crazy.
280.
All right, man. I'm tapping out. I was tapping in, man. I had to see it to my
We
people, man.
appreciate you,
All
bro.
right, bro.
For sure.
Much love.
Shout out to the good news. But yeah,
And just to clarify, it is like his weight plus his body fat can't exceed 295. So like if his body fat is 11, then his weight can't exceed 284.
Oh, they doing math too in the contract?
Yep.
Because like really, you know, like you can lose weight and still be out of shape.
That's a fact. Yeah.
I lost all his water weight, but your BPI.
It ain't nothing.
It ain't fitting into there.
Give
bro.
me this money back.
I need some of that money.
But yeah, that was crazy. I was like, that's wild. So that's what I had. I don't even know who Derek character is. I was like, who is he?
That name sounds really.
He was like a McDonald's All-American, went to Louisville, didn't really live up to his potential.
Hence me being. When did he even play for the? I'm about to Google.
It was like 2006.
So he played with Kobe.
Mm-hmm. Kobe probably won't put it in the contract.
I think he wear 35. Was that his name?
I'm looking at. I've never seen this man before in my life.
I mean, I can pick him out a lineup. I just remember him because like he was a good high school player.
Ah, damn, I don't remember dog.
Have you seen this man before?
I don't remember Coach, bro.
I mean, he only averaged 2 points in his career, so makes some sense there. Wow. Okay. Well, now anything else? I'm gonna go up your chest before we close this out here.
I have to blow whistle, but I don't know if I want to do it because it's not sports related.
Yeah.
I've had one. I've had a few that wasn't sports.
A hippie Karen that went ham at a Home Depot.
Oh, tell me the story. I want to hear the story.
I'm just gonna play the clip.
What'd you say to me? Don't tell me. Hi.
Okay, you need to leave.
He's being rude. You're being rude.
I'm not being rude. You need to leave.
I'm fine.
You
Thanks.
don't want any more customers. You need to leave.
Oh, I'm not a customer? So then I want my thousands of dollars I spend here back every day.
No, leave.
Every day.
So then give me my thousands of
Big
dollars.
money.
Give me my thousands of dollars.
Her
Give me
voice
my
here.
thousands of dollars back. Then give me my thousands of dollars back. Oh, you're getting fired. Fired.
So now she's gonna go off in the car.
I said, I'm not leaving. Call the cops. I've done nothing wrong. I'm trying to buy something. And he's like, I'm not discounting anything. I'm not selling you anything. Get out of my store. Like pushing me out. Like walking me out. Not touching me, but like pushing me basically out. And then I turned around and you're going to be rude. Go back to your country. Go back to your country. Because he wasn't from here. That was it. And I mean this sincerely.
That's it. That's all.
On the back. You ain't going to fucking respect Americans. Go back to your country. Respect is earned, not given. Don't be fucking rude and working customer service from Birdwood. So I turn around, I say, go back to your motherfucking country and learn some fucking manners before you come here. Whatever the fuck I said, spitfire, as always. You know how I do. That was fucking it. Back in New York, the word fag is not really like,
Oh, damn.
But I understand
Are
we're in
you
a day and
wildin'?
age and everybody's not from New York City and everything is sensitive to everybody who's not from New York City. So the gay guy got really offended when I said for him to go back to his country.
She won.
Get out of here, you fucking cunt. Go back to your country. Yeah? You ignorant. Go back. Yeah, do this, you fucking cunt. Yelling, screaming at me. So I finally pull out my phone. I'll show you the end of it. Here, video. Been on the phone in the parking lot. So customer service complaining because that's not how we treat customers. So Mr. Hansen and Jamie are going to lose their job today. This is what happens when we fuck with Amanda Marie Keshner. Okay, bye.
I don't even
She
cuss
said
like
her
that.
whole name too.
Fuck her. And I
Like,
mean that
she
sincerely.
hit every fucking checklist. Like, how do you offend gay people? People not from this country. Like
She wild, bro.
that's
wild as hell.
and then you.
But we
you
ain't from
po-
New York, so we
Well,
don't understand.
Right. But like, you
That's
post that
wild as
online
hell.
thinking that you right. Like, how are you?
I hope they letting her ass have it.
I
huh?
hope they are.
She said her full name too. I hope they letting her have it on social
She's a
media.
habitual offender. Looks like it. Sounds like it. Wow. The print like
I'm like,
that.
what?
That was
Her voice is irritating
Woo!
as hell too.
Oh, I need to hear like Bill Russell laugh or something to
Yeah.
cleanse my palate. Like that just
Mm-mm.
So, like,
Well.
I hate to amplify that, but also like I want to publicly shame what's your name, Amanda Keshner.
She gave
I don't know.
Fuck
She
her.
gave her whole government though.
Full
Fuck
government.
her.
Rewind 30 seconds. She
Fuck
said
her.
her name. Like, I want to publicly shame this woman because it's like that's not. None of that was okay.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
like,
We're
like-
not from New York, bro.
And
We wouldn't
another point,
understand.
people who be like, I spent $1,000. The employees don't care.
Mm-mm.
Like, the company don't give a shit.
Like, your thousands of dollars are like a drop in the bucket from what Home Depot makes a day. So like, if they lose you as a customer, like, hey, big fucking.
Unless you say you
big
own
fucking
like
whoop.
30% of the stock in the damn company or some shit
Right.
like that. Like they don't give a fuck.
Get outta
Keisha,
here. What's her name? Amanda?
Amanda.
Marie something.
I know she shut down her.
Keshner. There it was.
It was something Keshner.
Amanda Marie Keshner.
She closed out her Instagram because
bet
like,
she
that was
did.
visible in the video. So like people.
Lighten her ass up and show.
No, that's all as they
As
should.
deserved. As deserved.
Goofy ass.
They
on her
They need to be
ass.
going to get her.
Her ass, bro.
Right now. That's the one. But no,
That's it.
that's the show this week, man. I'm so excited that we are back.
sure.
Definitely needed the break. For sure. And before I close out, I grabbed this flyer for my sister-in-law's new venue. I want
Little spot.
to pub Wits and Wonder Productions.
Wits and what? How you spell that?
WHITSON. Wits and Wonder.
Whitson. Oh, Wonder. Okay.
If you were looking for an event space, they just opened a space in Butler,
Mhm.
Wisconsin, which is like 126th in Hampton. This is where their spot is at.
Mhm.
You can host birthdays, anniversaries, weddings, corporate celebrations, team building events, whatever the case. They got the space for you.
Okay.
Hey,
And if you want to be like, hey, I don't want to use that venue space, but I would love like an event planner. They got you for that too.
Oh.
So hit up Wits and Wonders Productions for all of your event planning needs in the greater Milwaukee area.
Well, good stuff. What's in Wonder? Whitson.
They was even they had a whole article in
I saw that.
the newspaper. I said,
That's
y'all,
pretty
y'all
cool.
better get it.
that's what's up.
Shout out to the sister-in-law and her husband,
Yeah,
man. They out here making
that's
moves
dope.
for the family. So if y'all want to, some event space in Milwaukee, go ahead check it out. And yeah, I'm happy to be back. Shout out to the mayor again for the bee's knees.
For the
Shout
bees,
out
hey, this
Bees
shit fire, bro.
Knees.
I need to find. I'm not trying to
Did
go
you
to
look
Madison for this shit.
It's legit like just Madison. I went to their website. I didn't see no
Nah,
shipping
I'm
options.
not trying to drive. How long you up there?
That's a good. Hey, that's a
This
quick
shit
hour.
Day of it.
It's a quick hour.
And I gotta take PTO for this shit, bro.
Who
Like,
said
come
you
on
gotta
now.
do it on the
dog.
weekend?
Well,
This nigga.
how we know they open on the weekend?
Jumping out the
though,
window.
man. The
Cause they-
bees knees and shit
This
like
nigga
that.
jumping out the window.
I see the bees
I gotta
knees
take off to
homestead,
go
bro.
get some.
Like,
Take off to go get some beer, my nigga.
like
Chill out.
damn, bro. Like all up in
Relax.
Madison and shit like that. You know they be out there lurking and shit, bro. Like I don't know.
You
bro.
riding dirt?
I ain't riding dirty, but don't mean they ain't lurking.
Then what? You know what?
Dirty.
We can go ahead and close that right on out there. I will say again, as a reminder, if you were on the YouTube, subscribe, like the videos up. Shout out to our 100th subscriber.
Hey,
Shella. Appreciate you.
So how you say? Wait, is it? Wait, can we say this name? If you
Shella.
still there, can we say this name on?
Yeah.
Well, I get.
I think it's
All right, Shella.
You can say the whole name, just Shella's cool.
Shella writes. There we go. Appreciate
For sure.
it.
What Tim's, you know how Tim is. You know what I mean.
You saying government and shit.
Right.
Shit, it's all on. You know what?
You done knocked over that cup about two, 3 times. I mean.
Thank God the bees knees ain't in there. Give it the business.
But no, we are out, y'all. As a reminder, again, make sure y'all check in with us on Thursday for our episode of Overtime on the Good News Radio Network. Shout out to Keith for popping in on the chat
For
after
sure.
Shout out, brother.
our off season. So if you want to follow me personally on social media, you can catch me
Wait a minute.
on Twitter, Instagram, PSN. I had to think about what I want to give to people. At Camille Monet, CAMILLEMONAE. Oh, that's
Oh,
Chelsea.
You can't see the picture. Yeah, we
couldn't
know
see
that
it.
one.
What's up, Hey, we sent it to Dwayne already too, but
Yeah,
Yeah, congratulations. Hey,
but yeah, follow me on social media, y'all, if y'all want to.
At still your 2021 Milwaukee Bucks turnover.
That's all y'all get.
Damn right.
everyday_gentleman on Instagram, K Harris 16 on Twitter and Snapchat.
And it's your boy TIMKINZ, the number 3, aka Ass Ketchum, aka Mr. Give It To Me. It is so good to be back. I know y'all gonna miss me. You gonna miss me? I know you gonna miss me. I see y'all next week. Don't miss me long.
Bye, y'all. Hey, you gonna freestyle over the beat?
No, hell no.
You ain't feeling it? The bees ain't got you?
No, nothing.
The bees don't got you.
It ain't give me like
Hell
that.
no.
Well, let's hear the music and see if you.
No.
My nigga, sauce.
This beat hard though.
It is a hard beat. Get your merch. Don't forget, y'all. Get your merch. They can still see our faces.
Oh shit! Catch me vibing. What the fuck you mean? Motherfucking beat. You know we ain't lying about that beat.